That place opened up. It's open now. Minutes right next month. I had to hit it after camp one of these days.
All right, you brothers are good.
All right, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Chakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word and truth and sincerity. And we're the brothers of Great Millstone Tampa Church back out for another week to prophesy the downfall of America. All right, prophesy the destruction of the Esau system, the beast. Okay, tell you that 2021 is not going to be better. It's going to be completely, horrifically worse than 2020 was. All right, 2021, as the apostle, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, he deemed it the year of hastening the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. So meanwhile, while you see all these people, you know, because for some reason, you know, this is the first Saturday of the year and everybody's out. You know, the river walks full, people happy as hell walking around with no mask. The bars are already full, DJs and everything. They got DJ today, you know. So, but people think they, you know, it's safe. You know, they think they're safe. Oh, the vaccine is on the way. You know, we getting our stimulus checks. You know, so they think it's all fun and games. You know, but what people fail to realize is that the Lord is going to bring even worse destruction this year, man. This might be the end of America this year. All right, the salvation could very possibly and most likely take place this year. That's the way the world is looking right now. You know, but go ahead and get that.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I'll start at the top. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night.
That's right. And then, because well,
I'll read it again.
Yeah, well, right, go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right, because what you're supposed to be able to discern the times and the seasons, right? So when you see the sky is dark and gloomy, what's about to happen? You get your ass inside because it's gonna rain. All right. If you see the wind start blowing heavy, you know, and it's lightning, there's a storm on the way. Okay, and the leaves are changing colors. They turning brown. That means you're about to be in autumn, or fall. You know. Go ahead.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right, and that's the mentality bros need to be in. You should know perfectly that the Lord's coming like a thief in the night. And look, people sleep. People are asleep out here. You know, they don't know what's about to come, but we know that. Look, now because the Lord's gonna come back, people are still gonna be partaking in events around the world. You know, people still gonna be living their ordinary life. Yeah, there is gonna be chaos, World War III, but people are still gonna be living their lives, man. You know, wickedness ain't gonna cease until the Lord comes back. So go ahead. Like says, and like a thief in the night. But wait, we got the memo. You know, we got the heads up. Hey, it's gonna go down such as. Well, we don't got the exact day, but we know. Hey, look, this time frame, something's gonna go down, and you're gonna know that time frame has arrived because of what's happening. You know, and that's the sign.
Just like in 9/11, when before 9/11 went down, all the Jews that was working in the building, they got the memo.
Yep.
They're like, hey, you need to don't come to work.
None of them showed up to work.
Yeah.
So that's what we doing, man. That's what this thief is coming at. You know, so we gotta avoid that. So wait, we got it cut that, and that's why the scripture say, "Come up out of her, my people," man. You know, first you come up out of this place spiritually, and then you're gonna come up out of this physically.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. For when they shall say, peace and safety,
Yep.
then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
That's right, and that's what people are saying. Oh, see, now we're gonna get peace. You know, we're gonna be safe because we're the vaccine. You know, now we be safe. They calling the app that they're gonna use to keep you tracked. You know, when you get the vaccine, they calling it V-Safe. They're talking about making safe zones for people that already got it, or green zones.
Oh, shit.
All right. So what are they telling you? That peace and safety is finally coming after a year of nothing but the world being in turmoil. Now we finally got something to look forward to. That's why everybody's so happy to look at them. Everybody just has smiling and shit because what they had that false hope. Yeah, they hoping that their hope is in the burning building. Like, yeah, this company's gonna be great one day, just staring at the building, and the fire's already started though. You know?
Exactly, the fire's already started. Things are already burning up. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That's right. So when a woman goes into the birth pain starts, she can't escape it. So the birth pains have already begun, and you can't escape it. Even though these people out here trying to have a Lollapalooza and to spend their $600 check that they just got, you know, so they can escape reality. And the reality is that this place is not going to go back to normal. This is the new normal. All right, like we were talking before camp, you're going to have the COVID patrol out here soon.
Yep.
We'll be walking around with hazmat suits and billy clubs.
Bulletproof hazmat suits.
Yeah, bulletproof hazmat suits. And you know, people are really. This is really. It's really a pathetic attempt to keep the mirth alive, because this really they not happy. You know, who knows what they got to go home to, an eviction notice, knowing that they don't even have a job, but they got their $600 check. So you got these hoes out here with the brand new weaves, got their nails did. You know, so they live. You know, they're rejoicing because they think
New outfit they're going to return tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Still got this tag in it. She had to tape it to the inside so nobody can see it. So
buy some $12 sex on the beaches.
Yeah. Because some mimosas,
Overpriced
yeah,
drinks.
for $32, and then wondering. But that's the thing. These people really believe that shit's gonna get better because what they're believing the beast. They're believing the beast, the false prophet. All right. And they're ultimately it's because they worship the beast in his image. So the image, all right, Esau's democracy, his philosophies, the New World Order is telling them, well, everything's gonna be all right. You know, it's gonna be okay. Here it is. We got all these different companies coming up with vaccines, and you know, here's the stimulus. Here's some money for you. It's gonna be all right. You know, it's like trying to console the little baby. It's gonna be okay, little Timmy. But the reality is that it's gonna get a lot worse. Okay, $600 ain't gonna help you out. Okay, like them changing their calendars ain't gonna help them out. It's just another day, all right? A day closer to the Yahushai's return, and that's what people don't want to come to grips with. Because what Yahushai's return means is the demise of their kingdom, and these people love this place, even though they just went through, you know, all this shit in 2020. Now they're back to loving this place, you know. That's why the Lord's going to kill the majority of our people. But
I have a different scripture.
all right, get this first real quick. Yeah.
It's Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. Ezekiel 7 and 25, it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
That's right. So destruction's coming regardless. You can seek the peace. You can have the little peace cities. You know, you can have the little stimulus checks. You can hold the rallies for peace, you know, in the streets. Wait till soon watch, because remember that died down a little bit. The damn protests, all that happened last year, that kind of died down in the last part of the year. But that's gonna happen right again. It's gonna take
the holidays,
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Well, wait. Hopefully they do it in February during Black History Month. So shoot another nigga in the street. You know, get these niggas riled up again instead of spending, you know, time bullshit. They gonna be out here like they were, burning shit down, flipping cop cars. You know, it's just a matter of time before the bulls get back in the net. You know,
And it's all by design. You know, they know how you're gonna react. That's why this shit happens. Niggas get shot all the time, but when they put it on the news like that, it just stirs up your emotions.
there's an agenda behind it. Because ultimately, again, the beast is the one pulling the strings behind the show, the elites. But ultimately, it's the Yahweh should be on side. This is the Most High's book, man. This is his movie. He's just using them as the villain of the movie, you know. And every good movie, what the villain always dies at the end. He always gets taken out.
When you see Esau, when he does his movies, it's almost straight out of the scriptures, but they have he reverses the roles. So
he puts evil for good and good for evil.
You'll see the aliens.
Yep.
The aliens really represent Yahweh Shem Yahushai and his angels and his elect, but he puts them as the bad guy and puts them losing.
Alien invaders. Oh yeah, they're coming. Which he ain't wrong. It is gonna be an invasion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a conquerant too.
Yep.
But it ain't gonna be little green goblins from Mars, and you know their leader's not gonna be got a big head. You know, like arms of ants and nah, man. It's gonna be big black men and led by Yahushua, man. And the chariots ain't gonna be defeatable, man. But you know, Esau, at the end of his movies, there's always peace. And there will be peace, but it ain't gonna be for him, you know. It's gonna be peace for the Israelites finally. You know, no more tears, no more crying. And that destruction is coming no matter what, man. He can try to do everything he can, but he knows. That's why they building bunkers. He knows that destruction is gonna come eventually. He knows Yahushua is gonna return, but he's trying to do everything to escape it, but he ain't. That was it on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Book of Matthew, chapter 24. Let's start.
Because see, the people think that, finally 2020 is over now. It's gonna, we're gonna feel, better. Things are gonna start going back to normal. Man, what you have no idea is gonna be even more intense. Things you didn't see last year, and people saw a lot of things last year that how the minds of these people changed. Saw with the toilet paper and the looting, and so it's gonna get even worse, man. Because soon the lack of bread is gonna come, and that's you're gonna see the true nature of these savages when they can't eat,
This is Matthew 24, and I'll start at verse 35. Read on down. It says, and this is Yahushua's words: heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away.
All right, so we know for 100% that the prophecies that have been written down are going to all happen. Why? Because the prophecies that already happened are right here in this book. So we know the rest of the prophecies are going to happen, and because it is the word of the Lord. And like I said, it ain't never going to pass away. It'll all be fulfilled.
That's right.
Go ahead.
But of that day and hour knoweth no man.
So
No.
again, we don't know the exact day and the hour, because then Jake would just be like, all right, you know what? 3 days before the Lord come back, I'm gonna get it right. But we know we get the gist of the times. We're able to see. That's why you have to be watchmen. All right. Go ahead.
It says,
So like, not just be watchmen, but watch the times diligently.
Okay, that's not good.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, but of that hour, but of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
That's right. So not even Yahushua knows the exact day he gonna come back. Only Yahweh knows that, because he's the author of everything. And he just gave the will he gave Yahushua the ability to play out his will on this earth. Pretty much like this. Yahweh would be the carpenter. All right, Yahushua would be the head foreman, and then the rest of the elect would be the workers that are building the house. That's the same way they built the earth. That it was order to things. But you had the head, or what do they call him? The head builder,
The master builder?
master builder. Kind of, yeah. Kind of go ahead though.
Read it on. It says, verse 37, but as the days of Noah were, we know Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
That's right, and that's what you see today, man. And people are, like we said earlier, people are still gonna be doing that when the exact day the Lord return, man. Having a good old time, drinking. You're gonna have, not in everywhere. Obviously, there's gonna be places that are gonna be in complete turmoil, right? In the Middle East, there's gonna be war, but in America, it's gonna be real bad. But then they're gonna have those safe zones and stuff, They're gonna have those green cities. But like we read, there's peace and safety. And that's when the destruction gonna come. But wait till they actually, when you see the safe cities, destruction is not too far behind that. Because most likely we ain't gonna, not most likely, 100%. None of us gonna be in no safe city, unless they take you in there to make sport of you or something. But you ain't gonna be in no safe city, because you're gonna need the vaccine, you're gonna need the chip, and we hope, that Yahweh Shema Shai sees us worthy to not take none of that, So we damn sure ain't gonna be in them safe zones, them greens, or whatever they're gonna call them, all right? Because what we rather trust in Yahweh Shema Shai than trust in the Lord. So like we rather trust in Yahweh Shema Shai than to trust in the God of this world, which is the devil. All right, and just like Noah did, he trusted, even though that it didn't happen prior, it never rained, and prior to the days of Noah. But he still trusted in the Lord that I'm gonna do what he says and build this boat. And then for his faith, it paid off. And that's the time we're in. Our faith and our works, what we've been doing, is about to pay off. Now the world is about to see that we weren't just doing this laboring for no reason. Because they gonna try to catch shit with us. But the Lord gonna close the doors, just like he did on the boat. Go ahead, though.
as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
So even leading up to that day.
There's literally a wedding going on right around the corner. I just want to be told.
Oh, yeah, you got everything that the scripture just read. You still had that going on right now. You got the wedding. You got the people walking around with big smiles on their faces. You got the drinking right there. You know, everything that. So what people think that you know it's just the mirth is going to continue. And you know what? For some people it will, because they're going to worship the beast in his image, and they're going to get to go into those safe zones and have a good old time while people are fenced off outside. And they're going to be able to get food, because without buying, you can't buy the food. You can't get food unless, you know, stealing and shit. But that's why they're going to have those safe zones, man. They showed you in these movies too. They be showing you in these movies. They did quarantine the cities, and then nobody can get in. Nobody can get out either. But you know, at least yeah, exactly. That's what they're gonna sell it for.
It says, I'll read it again. Verse 38, Matthew 24. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Yeah. So when what? This time when the elect enters into our ark's gonna be those chariots, man. When we enter the chariots, look, it's over for you. There ain't no people ain't gonna be smiling and giggling or drinking and getting married when the missiles drop and burn your ass up.
Cowering in fear.
Yeah. So it ain't gonna matter if you're in a safe zone and you got a little ham and cheese sandwich that they're eating, because you know they're gonna give you. It ain't gonna be like you could just go to McDonald's. You know, it's gonna, even in there, it's gonna be very scarce.
It's gonna give you military rations.
Exactly, it's gonna be scarce because there ain't gonna no trucks. What, the trucks just gonna be coming in and out? Nah, man. If they do have some kind of system like that still running, trucks coming in and out, the niggas outside of the safe zone's gonna be stealing them. You know, it's gonna be all out chaos, man.
You see the truck driver slumped over in his truck,
and it's gonna be a gang of niggas doing it too. You know, just a bunch of wild savages with AKs and little Uzis. Go ahead.
Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
That's right. So he's gonna take them all away this time, man. And this time it's gonna be with fire. He's gonna flood America with fire. All right, it's gonna be the lake of fire, America. All right, and the other parts in the world's gonna get burned up too. Israel, all the Middle East, all that. A good part of that's gonna get burned up. The parts of Iran, not the whole Iran, but what? The true, the ultimate judgment, so to say, is going to be here in America. You know, because what's the most wickedest, vile place in history that's ever held a rank, so to say, as leading the world. This is the kingdom is the worst kingdom ever, man. And it's gone to the farthest reaches. You know, it's got its hand over the whole earth. They even made it to the space. You know. Yeah. So this is why America is going to receive the worst judgment. You know, it's first and foremost for what they did to the Lord's people, man. Crucifying the Lord again here, putting us in hardcore slavery. But here it is, our people still think that the people that did that to them is going to give them the answer to the worst virus known in history. Now the man that put you in slavery is going to come and save you because he loves you so much. Come on, man.
Yeah, the guy who's the problem is gonna give you the solution.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, here it is, the nigga that is burning your house down. All right, every time you keep building it up, he's gonna come and help you build it up. Come on, man. But what? That's the mentality of our people. That Stockholm syndrome. They love their oppressor, so they gonna die with them too. Just like in the movie Django, what's his name? Steven. He had to die with his oppressor, man. Because he loved him, he didn't want to leave master, you know. And ultimately, how you gonna show Esau that you love him like that? You gonna take his mark. You gonna take the mark of the beast, shit, because you love your master so much. You had something.
Yeah, there's Proverbs 27, verse 12. Proverbs 27:12 says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished."
Yeah, so the prudent man, all right, you foresee evil. You see it before it's coming. And how do the prophets do that? Because of the scriptures. We read the scriptures. Now, but we've been watching diligently, so we foresee the evil coming in. All right, 2021 is going to be a year full of evil, if it even ends. You know, who knows? It might be only 4 months from now that the destruction happens. It might be 5, 6 months. It might be in 4 weeks. You know, because that's how fast this is going to move. Once they implement this chip worldwide, this place is going to be, it's over, man. It's only a matter of time. Because one spark right now, a lot of shit is happening in the Middle East right now that's not going untelevised really on mainstream media. So one spark can light a fire out there, and then look, well, now we're sending troops to the Middle East, even though we just pulled them out of Afghanistan or wherever the hell they pulled them out from. Now they're gonna have to ship them right on back, and then they're gonna do the draft. They're gonna draft a lot of you, because that's why the scriptures say that the virgin is gonna be mourning for the loss of husband, because the majority of these niggas is gonna get sent over there. Right? They're not gonna come and draft us. We don't need to worry about that. The last thing Esau gonna do is put a guy that's been screaming DTA on the corners, a weapon, you know.
Yeah.
But we don't even if we're not gonna do it, because you come. Let's say they do try to draft you. You say, hey, I ain't gonna do it. What they gonna do? They gonna put you in jail? Well, the scriptures say we're gonna go to jail. When they come try to draft me, you know, the Lord's gonna put the spirit on you to say something. But hey, you know, the Lord might just tell you, man, I ain't most likely how much I'm gonna kill you. I ain't going nowhere to fight for you. You know, go ahead. Hey, like the dude that didn't want to get out the car for the cop. You gonna arrest me? I'll put my hand behind my back, and you can cuff me. Take me on to jail. That's how we gonna be, man. If you say so, do what you gotta do.
Go peacefully with them.
Yeah.
Hey, that actually happened with Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's
what
he
actually stood real strong, man. He was like, well, fuck it, y'all can take my championship and all this and snap, but I'm not gonna help you go over there and fight people that look more like me than you. You over there pressing them. They ain't did nothing to me.
But we got a bunch of simps already in the army of our people, but they're gonna go, man. You know, a lot of people are finna get tossed over there into the valley of Yehoshaphat, man, and that's the place where the judgment is gonna begin. That's where the Lord's gonna return from. So, if you get caught in the Middle East, man, you know, they're gonna expand that age, you know, and the gender. Because before in World War I and II, they didn't draft women. Now women are gonna get drafted. Obviously more men, but women, since they want an equal rights, that's what's gonna happen. But you got more on that?
That was it. Going to the book of 2nd Ezra, 15, starting at verse 11.
Hey, this could be the year that all these things happen, man. These next couple weeks, all these things that we always go into damn near every week. All right, it's already been happening, but it's about to escalate to a whole nother level, man. It's gonna be no doubt that this is we are the men of the Lord. Hold real quick, Jeremiah 28. Go ahead. Well, let him read this first, real quick, and then you can back that up real quick, because people are finna realize that we wasn't just bullshit down here. Is that a Bible? You reading the Bible? That was written by man. All right, you're right. It was written by the men of the Lord. I was gonna say, inspired, you know, by the Heavenly Father, man, to write these words down. Shit, there was accounts in the scriptures where I think it was Ezra where he would go into a trance and he would have like 4 scribes writing down, you know, for a whole day, all night, you know. Go ahead, though.
So Jeremiah 28 and verse 8 says, the prophets that have been before me.
Yeah, you can start at 8 and then go to 9 as well. Yeah.
Jeremiah 28 and 8 says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and of pestilence.
Right, that's what's happening. That's what we've been prophesying about, and that's the things taking place now. There's war all over the earth. All right, there's war here on the soil of Americans. It just hasn't turned physical to the level where they just blasting each other. But there is people beating each other up, right? But matter of fact, they did. Esau went in one of them Black Lives Matter protests and started blasting. He killed 2 people and then shot one guy's arm off. So
people running other people over.
Yeah, that happened because I was watching CNN and they were showing 2021 race something in 2021, and it was nothing but niggas and spics getting killed. and then riots and shit. So I was like, see, look, people think that just went away, man. Go ahead, though.
Jeremiah 28 in verse 9 it says, the prophet which prophesied of peace.
Oh, so I can read the 8 again. Because it say pestilence too. Yeah, we could say the Corn Julio 19 or the Crown Royale 19 been killing people. It might, it possibly might be. It's a flu, all right? People with immune systems weak, they dying from it. But what the main pestilence people dying from is heart attack, diabetes, the shit that nobody can get treatment for because it is disease. They say, oh, well, you can't come here because you might catch this or that, or these old folks' homes. They're not getting the treatment they used to get, all due to this virus, supposedly. So now all these diseases that people can get remedies for, so to say, or to live a little longer, now they just dropping dead. And then look, oh well, he had the oil, he had the 19, so put him on the list. Check another one on the list, but he died of a heart. His heart stopped from all the cholesterol, and then they said, see, he had COVID.
That's why he died.
So he died. But he had heart disease his whole life.
And you motherfuckers believe it.
Yeah, bro, the nigga had diabetes with his legs this big. He got elephant stumps.
But he died of COVID. Oh, he died of COVID. That got him. COVID got him,
bro.
Then it got one leg off, the other leg. You got to cut his boot off.
Yep.
But he actually died of the COVID.
And that's what they're doing, man. That's why the numbers are so surreal. But it's because people are dying from all these different things that they used to get, go to the doctor for or take this medication for. Now they can't do it like they were doing. You know what I'm saying? You want to say something?
Real quick, the elder from Boston, Adama, he just did a video last night that it's not one case reported in China.
Yeah, yep.
Not one case.
Oh, they chilling in China.
Reported in China.
In Wuhan.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
In Wuhan, the
America is just record.
Yeah, the worst thing that ever happened to America.
Yeah.
Yeah, they chilling in Wuhan, man. They over there celebrating Christmas and New Year's. Everybody out there, no mask. Halloween was the shit. It was the shit. It was a big ass bash, man. It was on the internet.
But it's still the Chinese virus. That's what you see. That's the propaganda that these people have been led to believe. Anything they see on the news, they're gonna run with it. So now that's why you see morons driving around with masks in their car.
Seen a nigga on a kayak with a mask on today.
Like
how simple can you be? You out in the middle of
nowhere from the mosquitoes.
Oh shit.
What they need to do is start killing all the mosquitoes, because that might give you COVID too. Shit.
Yeah.
You might spread the. Go ahead, Art.
Jeremiah 28 verse 8 says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right, and that's what we're prophesying about. We're prophesying that America's gonna be destroyed. All right, 2021 ain't gonna be better. It's gonna be a lot worse. All right, your 600 stimulus check, that's gonna be running out in the next few days, and you ain't gonna get another one. All right, you're gonna possibly.
Y'all about to get evicted. That's what's
you
about to happen.
$600 won't even get you a room at a hotel for a week.
You're behind on rent like 2
7, 8 months.
You gonna throw $600 in it.
Yeah, that's going to show you the love these rulers got over you, man. They love you so much. They gave you $600 to cover all your expenses from the last 8 months.
Hey, they give Pakistan a gender program.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the gender.
Well, shit, they gave all the citizens in Israel. Part of that bill was they were gonna get a stimulus check too. So not only do the people in Israel getting a stimulus check for living in Israel, if they got dual citizenship, they getting the $600 check and the $1,200 check from Israel.
Dual stimulus check.
They get dual stimulus. Meanwhile, you get a measly $600.
We're talking about the Israelis.
And get told to be content and get in line. Go get your vaccine.
Yep. And shit, the brother, the elder out there in LA, Elder Barack, he was driving, and bro, there was a line of people trying to get tested, bro, miles and miles long. Turned around the corner, just nothing but as far as the eye can see, bro. It's ridiculous.
That brother laughing at it. Like, y'all just shit, man. Y'all just believe it.
Strong delusion. Yeah.
Strong delusion, as he said.
Especially with that new strain.
And then, and now you got Israelites, so-called, they claim to be prophets, telling you that it's gonna be okay to take it. It's all right to take it. But go ahead, read the next 90. Yeah.
So Jeremiah 28 verse 9.
Real quick though, Nate say he ain't gonna take it no more.
Nah, he reneged.
He reneged on that shit.
Nate has said a lot of things.
Yeah, he's a double-minded man. Shit.
That's spreading that confusion though, because not too long ago he told a lady go ahead and
Yeah,
take
go
it.
ahead.
He's saying I don't know.
Hey, if that lady he told her to take it, she takes it.
She already
dies,
took it.
That blood's on his hands.
She was a nurse, so she definitely, or at least she in line to take it.
She specifically asked for advice on that. You know?
You told her the wrong shit.
How you gonna follow a man like that, man?
Exactly. He following. How you gonna lead the people to their destruction, bro?
Well, that's
the hiring, bro.
That's why.
You know, it's like you think about it, like, damn, that's fucked up. Like,
Hey, well, maybe if let's say he sincerely believed that. Well, did the blind lead the blind? They shall both fall into a ditch. So regardless, you know. Yeah.
But go ahead.
The Lord don't want them at the end of the day.
Jeremiah 28 verse 9 said the prophet which prophesied of peace.
They talking about peace. These false prophets. They're talking about, oh, we trying to make a community do this. You could take the vaccine, you'll be good. Or you want to die? You can take Tylenol, but you can't take the vaccine. That's how simple these guys are, man. So they're talking about peace, like we read earlier when they say peace and safety. Because this is gonna be our own people to sell you that peace and safety dream. All right, you're gonna see niggas on TV, LeBron James taking the jab. You gonna see, they're gonna give him a little band-aid and a sticker. I got the, like you get the I voted sticker. They're gonna give you a sticker with a syringe on it.
You're gonna be like this.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, though.
It says, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass.
Yeah, the words of the prophet, which is the what? The words of Yahweh Shem outside. All right. So while these people are talking about peace, but the word of the prophet come to pass. Go ahead.
It says, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai have truly sent him.
That's right. So you're gonna know who's truly been sent by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because what they've been telling you is come to pass. And everything we've been we didn't tell you it was gonna be a virus, but we've been telling you this was gonna happen, man. They're to get to the point where they could push the RFID microchip. We told you this. We told you about the wars. All right. We told you about all these things that are going, the economy. And look, they said Esau has, well, really the Most High, but they got a scenario that did all of that. Yeah. Got the nations beefing with each other, closing borders with each other, or the different tariffs on each other. The economy's hurting in America right now because of it. So this was a perfect live exercise to get to the point where they can start to implement the mark of the beast, man. Now they said what this is the New World Order. They're setting the New World Order up. But it ain't gonna be fully set up. All right, because the Lord gonna come back in the midst of them trying to do so. But that was it. Okay. I know you had. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Back in 2nd Ezra 15 verse 11. 2nd Ezra 15 verse 11. It reads, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof."
That's right. So the Lord, He's gonna smite Egypt, this is spiritually Egypt. Brother, want to grab that real quick in Revelation. All right, the Lord, He's gonna smite Egypt with the plagues. And what is it, 10 plagues that the Lord brought upon Egypt? Those plagues are gonna look. You're gonna wish those were the plagues that come to America, because these plagues are gonna be far worse. We're talking about the ultimate plague being the missiles. All right, but you're gonna have famine, all right, pestilence. Everything that happened in Egypt times 100,000, and it's gonna, and it's people might see one thing might happen, and later that day or next day they're like, okay, wasn't that bad, but then that day something else happens, and so it's just gonna be all out, hell for these people, man. They're gonna live, especially these heathens. At least 2/3 will come back and live and be righteous and live, as kings, and princesses and whatnot. But these people, the heathen, they gonna go. If you're living in America, you're gonna catch a lot of hell, and they come back into bondage. Mainly Esau, of course, because at least the other nations, they ain't gonna get it as bad. They're gonna get it, but not as bad as Esau. All right, but go ahead. Read it. Start over again.
Verse 11. 2nd Ezra 15 verse 11. "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm."
Right, and that's gonna be Yahushua, the one that's gonna get us out of here. That's gonna be that mighty hand. But this time it's only gonna be for the elect of Israel. Not all of Israel is worthy to make it this time. Because look, he saved the whole nation even though they weren't worthy the last time, and look what they did. It took days before they started worshiping other gods again, complaining and murmuring and shit. That's why he's just gonna leave them in Egypt this time and kill them.
We love it so much.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. You love it so much because that's what. Remember when they were in the wilderness, they were complaining. This is what you brought us out here to die for. In Egypt, we had melons, cucumbers. So since y'all want to love it so much, well, you gonna stay with it and follow with it, man. You gonna burn in the house you love so much.
And they would pretty much say the same thing nowadays. You know, if they have to go through those the streets as far as not being trapped up. They're like, oh, we gonna depend on the Lord to be out here starving like this? Are we gonna depend on the Lord to lose our jobs like this until the Lord come back?
Yep.
That's why the Lord got to destroy their ass.
Same thing. Absolutely.
They remember the first stimulus check. They had the black woman on the news. Trump, please, we need this check. It was, of course, it was our people, man. You know, Esau, you know, well, I won't say most of them, but a lot of Edomites, they've been prepared for something like this, you know, or they got money that they got set back or whatever.
A little nest egg.
Jacob got enough money to make it to the end of the week, if that. All right. Read that, finish that verse off, and then get that.
All right, reading on. It says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before,
Yep.
and will destroy all the land thereof.
That's right. So last time the Lord didn't destroy Egypt. Egypt went on. It's still there today. You can go visit the pyramids that we built. You can go visit all the shit that we built. So it's still there today. But this time the Lord's going to completely destroy this Egypt, man.
Decimated.
Yep. Go ahead and read that.
Yep. It's Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. Revelation 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt.
Right. This is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. Go ahead.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
And so dead bodies, dead body, that's spiritual as well too. You know, because y'all, so-called Black Hispanics, Native Americans in that zombified state. You know,
Dry bones.
Yeah, you go into Ezekiel 37th chapter. That's the state that they're in. There's dry bones, but it said they should lie in the street of the great city. The great city, that's a clue right there, which is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt. Well, those are two humongous clues right there, Sodom and Egypt. This place is known for sodomy, and this place is known for our slavery. All right, you so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans. So it's not talking about actual Egypt. It's talking about the brothers reading in Second Esdras. He's talking about another Egypt.
The same place that Israel's in bondage again.
And that's the same place that it started. That's why it started with our captivity started with Egypt, and it's going to end with spiritual Egypt, man.
That's beautiful.
That's he started. The plagues, they're the same way.
Double straight.
But this time, but what happened to the Egyptian army and Pharaoh? They were taken out. But this time everybody's going with them.
Yeah.
All any Egyptian, which is the modern day Egyptians, are Americans. They gonna pursuing Isaiah 19. They gonna be fighting one another, and then ultimately the Lord's gonna put them all to an end. Put them down. Go ahead up. That was it, right?
Reading on, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Again, the ultimate plague is going to be the missiles. All right, that's going to be the plague, the end of everything, really, end of war, end of corruption. All right, end America, end Esau's kingdom. Esau ain't gonna be ruling when the missiles drop, man. That's the end of his kingdom, right? That's the bound that the Lord set up that he cannot pass. Well, by that time he gonna be getting his ass whooped by the Lord already. The chariots, and they gonna have to watch the men of the Lord and their families and the rest of the elect be delivered. That's the downfall of his kingdom. Go ahead.
Reading on, jump to verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
See, this is what you're supposed to be talking about. All right. But you got some Israelites that they don't deal with prophecy. I don't know what they deal with because I don't really watch them like that. But I know they ain't teaching the people about prophecy that the sword is drawing nigh.
Yeah.
They're not telling them to prepare, get right, don't take the chip.
Nope.
Yep. Go ahead, though.
Reading on. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, and with the ultimate sword, it's gonna be the missiles. You know, that's the sword that Esau's gonna kill himself with, man. You know, the Lord gave him that blessing, but it's ultimately gonna be his curse too. Cause that's what he gonna kill. That's gonna end his empire, man.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, man. The hell with Black Lives. Go ahead,
Real quick, since you said that, Isaiah 34:5. Isaiah 34:5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven."
So that's the missiles, man. Cause that's where they go. They gonna go up to the heavens, and they gonna come down and destroy this place, man. Just like the chariots, man. Everything's coming from the heavens. For anything coming from the heavens is bad news for Esau, man. The missiles, he gonna shoot them up to heaven, but ultimately it's the Heavenly Father because it's his weapons of indignation. And then they gonna come down and they gonna burn up all the way to the heaven and shit. That's them mushroom clouds are gonna be tall as hell. All right, and they're gonna go very far. One Satan 2 missile or warhead can destroy the size of Texas. Texas is huge.
France.
So it's not gonna. And there's 200 million missiles or warheads that are gonna hit America. That's a lot of missiles, man. That's why this is Lake Oak. It's gonna be every square mile of America is gonna be on fire. Imagine that. That's why the whole world's gonna feel it. They're gonna see it. Okay.
There you go, brother.
Place is gonna be destroyed.
How tall that shit is.
Yep.
You see a plane like all in the beginning.
And that's the
taller
Tsar
than-
bomb.
yeah.
Exactly. And that was the Tsar bomb, which is the biggest one ever tested. So imagine what they haven't tested yet that they've been waiting to.
Yeah.
You know.
That's how tall. The brother said he's gonna be tall as hell.
Yep.
And speaking of those bombs, they don't necessarily make them cause like the Tsar bomb, but that's just one big ass
that was
bomb
a big ass
they
one,
would
yeah.
drop. But what they do now is they have the multiple warheads that can spread out to a larger area, man.
And they're more powerful.
Yeah, come.
You know, I forget how many megatons the Tsar was, but what they got now is way farther than that, bro. Way the ones that blew up in the big Little Man and Fat Boy,
Hiroshima and,
those were like a couple megatons.
15,
Yeah,
something
kind.
like
So to imagine what these are in the, I think
Oh,
in the
yeah.
thousands or something. Yeah,
That's
They're in
dope.
the 300s.
That's the first one. The one you talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit ain't shit. That ain't Russia.
That's why planes ain't gonna drop them because the plane will be destroyed. It's gonna be them silos. You know, they're gonna come out of them silos.
Oh, you call it laser guided?
Yeah, exactly. Hypersonic. You know, so his own sword is what's gonna end his life, man. Because it's not like there's Chinese nuclear bombs. They buy them from Esau. You know, India, they buy them from Esau. Anybody with missiles, they buying it from Esau. You know, guns, bullets, most of that stuff. I mean, they might hire the Chinese to make them, but ultimately, who's the artificer of them? You know, the creator, the smith to blow the coals. You know.
It came from the Germans and split between the Russians and the
Yeah.
Americans.
Yeah,
These are the only two weapon suppliers there are around the globe.
This is gonna.
Germans
Okay, hold on.
Americans and Russians.
Go ahead.
So back in, because the book read, and your sword and destruction draweth nigh. So this says, in Isaiah 34:5, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea," we read this last week, "Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment."
Yeah, that's right, man. So that's the Esau is the people of his curse, man. All right, and Idumea, you know, really, Idumea would be in America today, you know, because this is like Esau's stronghold, so to say. This is his prized possession, because this is where he makes all his money from, really. You know, this is where from America, he has been able to push out all his philosophies, all right, the image of the beast, all right. But it worked, you know, from all the, you know, from Britain, you know, when they were in power, they were pushing that image out, all right. And now America, to the point where America took over when they dropped them bombs, you know, and now they do the forefront of pushing out the image, you know. So that's why America is going to be destroyed, man. It's just that whore.
If you read any other translation of that verse, it says Edom instead of Idumea. So it's clear.
What did Esau call him in the class, the history? He called him Edomite or some shit.
You pronounce it wrong?
Yeah, but go ahead, and then we'll go back to Ezra.
This is Joel chapter 3, in verse 19. Joel 3:19, it says, Egypt shall be a desolation.
Again, see the script. This ain't talking about ancient Egypt. All right, this Egypt that's gonna be desolate, meaning empty. All right, it's gonna be America. Because again, you can go to Egypt today, you know, and it ain't just desert anymore. You know, it's the damn city. Yeah, this is. Oh, well, Egypt's the country, but you know, all Cairo, all them places we was in slavery at, man, they got cities in that bitch. You know, towers, all kind of shit.
It says, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
There you go, man. Esau's gonna be through, man. He not gonna be able to. That's why the score was that Isaiah 14 would say so that they'll build not cities anymore. You know, Esau when America goes down, Esau not gonna be able to build no more cities because that's how he can just that's the head of the hammer, so to say. And without the head of the hammer, it's just you got a piece of wood. You know, so without it's just a piece of wood at that point. You know what I'm saying? So once you take the head of the hammer off. All right, yeah, you can't do nothing with it, so they ain't gonna be able to set up cities. And of course, Yahweh Shai gonna be back. We ain't gonna allow that. Israelites ain't gonna allow that. You know, they gonna have a little community. You know, let them trade amongst themselves. No, man. Go ahead. They're gonna have to come to us for the one of all things, like they did unto us. You know, that's the person. Go ahead.
It says, Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah.
There you go, for the violence against the children of Judah. Look what they did on bringing them over here on slave ships. You know, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, all right, and Levi. You know, we're the majority anyway. You know, go ahead.
It says, because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Yep, shed innocent blood. Everywhere we've gone, even in our own homeland, we shed our blood there. That wasn't enough. Had to shed our blood across the other side of the world, man, on all the tribes, you know, because the Greek Empire, you know, there wasn't too much Northern Kingdom left, or it was sprinkled around, you know. But then Esau, he had to get us all, man. That wasn't enough for him, you know, because Esau didn't really get the Northern Kingdom till, you know, they came over here, because they're already gone when they came in power. So what he said, all right, shit. He started going through the scriptures. Shit, you know what? We need to assemble a team to go over here to this land. You know, that's why 1942 or 1492 came around. All right, Christopher Columbus, you know, the fugitive that he was, had to come over here and wreak havoc on the northern tribe, and then put them on slave ships. Because really, they were the first one on slave ships as far as the slave Atlantic triangle trade. You know. And they brought him back. The first trip, they brought the Arawak, so-called Arawak Indians back. You know, sold them on auction block over there in Europe, Spain. Yep. And they say, you know what? These niggas they ain't working as hard as we need them to. So I heard that over there in the sub-Saharan slave trade, they got some good working Negroes over there. So let's bring them, try them out over here too, because we know they're the same people. So, but they already knew who they were dealing with. You know, they show you that in that one movie. What was it? Those are the Wandering Jews.
Oh yeah.
What's that movie?
Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu. That's what it is.
That's bad.
But yeah, you know, they already knew who they was dealing with. All right, so for all that bloodshed that they did over here in America, that's reason number one to destroy this place from coast to coast, eh? But that was it. That was it.
All right, guys. If you're going to the missiles, I got the book of Job. Job 20, starting at verse 23. We'll go back to second Genesis. It reads, Job 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him.
Yeah, when he's about to fill his belly, like we were talking earlier about him trying to fulfill his new world order 100%. He's gonna be. That's when he's gonna be taken out, man. Before he fills his belly, before he gets to complete what he really wants to do, to set up his new world order, all right, and depopulate the whole planet of 500 million and do all the other bullshit that he plans on doing. He's gonna be cut off. Your service is no longer available. All right, his time is up, and ain't nothing he can do. Go ahead.
Reading on, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
He's gonna rain what upon him, man? The missiles, man. The wrath of the Lord is gonna rain upon him. While he's eating though, so while he's still trying to fill his belly, while he's still trying to set up his kingdom, that's when he's gonna be. It's not gonna be. The Lord ain't coming back after he sets up the new world order exactly like he wants it. Nah, it's gonna be while he's setting it up, and that's just what you see. Niggas riding scooters with masks on and shit. Bro, this is Esau eating right now. Send them niggas $600. That's him eating, man. He's setting up the minds, all right, for total control. He's setting up the world for total control, which he already got it. Thanks to this live exercises, they called it.
Yeah.
Or I think that was Pompeo or Mike Pompeo, one of Trump's cabinet members, that said that. And then Trump was like, "Why didn't nobody tell me that?" Because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You're just a puppet.
Mike Pence. It was
Oh, what?
I think it was Mike Pence.
Mike Pence, okay.
Yeah.
It was one of them devils, but they're not gonna get to fulfill this, because man, their plans are ridiculous. What Esau really wants to do, bro. If you imagine being in one of those meetings with them devils and hearing the things that they want to do to this world, man. They talking about blocking out the sun, because what? That's their enemy too. The sun is the Esau's enemy because it burns them to a crisp. So he want to block the sun out. This is their plans, man. But the Lord ain't gonna allow all that, man. Go ahead.
Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon and the bold steel.
Yeah, he gonna try to flee. The iron weapon being those missiles, all right. But what? He gonna go into space, try to go into space. That ain't gonna work, because that's where the Lord coming from. He gonna try to go to the bottom of the sea. That ain't gonna work. The Leviathan down there. He gonna try to go into bunkers. That ain't gonna work, because the men of the Lord gonna pull him out of there. So he gonna try to run and flee from his ultimate judgment, and that's what he knows is coming. That's why the devil shall come down with great wrath, because he know he got a short time to try to fulfill this new world order. Go ahead.
Reading on, verse 24.
It's like real quick. It's like when you're trying to do a project
Like
for school. Yeah, and then you ain't get shit done, but it's due on like 2 days. So what are you doing? You doing everything at the last minute. So
Getting sloppy.
Yep, getting sloppy.
That's what Esau doing, man. Everything he's doing is sloppy right now, man. He's just throwing it out there. Fuck it, they believe it or not. Just do it.
Hey, real quick, when they looked at the CERN machine, right? What did this wound up saying? Techo, is pretty much done. And so what? They trying to speed up right now, but what? They on the time limit, man. They done.
Real quick, and that's why the day's gonna be shortened. Because when you trying to finish up a project, you cut corners.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You skip certain things, you cut corners.
Important things.
Yeah, important. So that's why the day's gonna be short, man. Because Esau gonna try to cut corners, therefore forcing the hand of the Lord even quicker.
Good. This is good. Go ahead. Bro.
Reading on, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow still shall strike him through.
Lord still shall strike him through, man. So it don't matter. He's still gonna get. Look, he's done, man. He saw that that bow of steel is gonna go pierce his ass, man. Because he's likened unto the Leviathan too. I think was it Isaiah 47 or something like that.
Yeah. Esau, right?
Yeah. Kind of piercing servant, man. His ass is going down, man. That's why he's the beast. He's called a beast, which is also called the dragon. All right, synonymous with the dragon, the beast. All right, Satan, the old serpent, the devil. And why you think the serpent's got tails, right? The forked tongue. That's why every time they show Satan in the cartoons, he got a tail and a forked tongue, man. Because that's Esau for you, man. Go ahead.
Verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glistening sword.
Yeah, the bodies, those silos, or wherever they may be. Yeah, that's the body. That's where they're gonna come out of. And the glittering sword, the missiles. Go ahead.
Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his bow.
So where's the missile sign? Right here. Look, you saw this flying through the air, not this close, obviously. You saw that in the distance. That's why Job described it as a glittering sword. But it's the same shape of the tip of a sword, Like the Yahweh sign, he got the sword in his hand. If you don't see the handle, but that'd be looking like a sword to you, and it'd probably be glittering from the distance because you're not that close to it, And the fire and shit is gonna make it look like it's glittering. Go ahead.
Verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glistening sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Terrors, because even well, low level Edomites gonna be scared as hell, obviously. But even the elites, they gonna be all the missiles taking off, and it's just like this shit. They see the chariots, they gonna be, oh shit, they gonna be shaking in their boots already in their bunkers, of course. They're not gonna be caught out here when this shit goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Scripture say in the 2 Ezra 16, it says the powers will be in fear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, so they're gonna be in fear. You know,
because they're gonna be in the bunkers, and then when the missiles hit, they gonna feel that shit. But you know, they build them to withstand all that. But we want that though. We want them to survive the missiles. You know?
Or other
the more the merrier.
Yeah.
You know? But keep going on that.
Verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
Yep.
It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
There you go, man. So they'll do it. That fire not blown is gonna be the missiles, man. And chariots too. Chariots gonna be, you know, zapping shit away, and this shit gonna be catching on fire. You know, or just disintegrating. Really, that's why Ezra say he couldn't perceive nothing but dust and the smell of smoke. You know. Yeah, like even when brothers be having bonfires, you sit by the bonfire, you smell yourself later, you smell like the fire. Like, damn, I wasn't even in the fire. You know, all that smoke. So imagine that smoke's gonna be like pouring up for a long time, man. America's gonna be on fire for a long time. Who knows how long it's just gonna be sitting, look like fire, just look regular fire, man, like campfire, just roasting.
And look at 9/11, how long the fires was burning from those towers, man. You know, those was just basically
Weeks.
a couple buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they could see the smoke that was rising. They could see that pretty much from space, man.
That was nowhere close to the extreme heat is gonna come to America, man. That was it on that joke?
Go back to 2 Ezra.
No, really quick.
Yeah, just make
We'll get back to that though.
So this is in the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and 1. Brothers know what it is. Malachi 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Yep, so that's the day that's coming. That's the day of the Lord. Day of the Lord, that day when the Lord returns, all right, America's gonna be burning like an oven. All right? And we're not talking, Debbie cake little, what do they call them? Easy bake ovens, yeah.
The light bulb.
Yeah. We talking nuclear fire. All right?
Out into the sun.
It's a fire that's never been felt by humankind yet, you know. But trust me, plenty of people are going to experience that. A lot of people are going to experience the day of an oven, all right, burning like an oven, and it ain't gonna be nice and sweet. It ain't gonna be quick death, okay? It's gonna be torture, torment. The scriptures say that in Revelation 14 that they were the ones that take the chip are gonna be tormented in front of the angels and the lambs. For you to be tormented, that means you're gonna be alive while you're feeling that fire, you know. And Zechariah tells you that as they stand upon their feet, their skin starts to burn off, your eyes, your tongue. So you gotta be alive to stand up. You know, so while you stand on feet, you're gonna be tormented. And who knows what condition they'll be in by then? What kind of hell they just went through, and then they just to wait on a missile. You know?
In Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, there was people that actually so-called survived the initial blast, but then they was just walking around as their skin was melting off of them, man, and then died, right after that. But nevertheless, they pretty much survived the initial blast. And again, these wasn't, the same type of bombs they're about to use, but you can be far off and not get hit with the blast, and then just wind up having a slow death, man.
Well, not in America. Everybody's gonna feel fire in America. There won't be a spot in America that you won't feel fire, because there's 200 million missiles. If one word could take out Texas, everywhere's gonna be on fire. There's not people gonna die of radiation poisoning. It's just gonna everybody dying of fire if you make it to them.
And if you're an American in another state, it's another country. All right, then you.
Or like in Canada, they might get that. What they call it? That, but they call it fallout. Yeah. They'll get that. A lot of places are gonna get that actually.
And then you're gonna see big ass chariots are gonna be falling over the head.
Well, let's say you're near Israel, that shit get destroyed. Well, those countries around there, they gonna get the fallout radiation, and all that. But if you're in America, there's no chance that you gotta taste the fire. That's what the scriptures say. That's specifically reserved for America, and because not everybody in America is gonna take a chip. But you best believe somebody down the street took the chip, so guess what? You gotta die with them. If you ain't gonna get saved, you gotta die in the fire with them. That's how you're gonna get tormented. And because it tells you in 1 hour this place goes down.
Yeah.
You know, the 30 minutes, the
lot of
missile's
missiles.
30 minutes to get here, and then it's over. You know.
You know, when the missile hits the ground, it doesn't take long for that destruction to happen. You know,
Well, I think they blow up in the air though.
that hit the ground. Yeah, it blows up over in the air, and it gets more damage.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you might be lucky enough to be far away to see the fire coming to you. Like in that show Twilight Zone, The Chosen. Remember, he saw the shit in the distance, but he was about to eat some fire, man.
Yeah, you can see you'll see it before you even hear it.
Yeah.
And definitely before you fear it, you're gonna see the shit happen. Like, oh.
But then it might be one in the distance blowing up. Oh shit, maybe I'll be far enough to I'll be good. And then another one blow up behind you. So it ain't the best case scenario is you make it out.
Yeah,
That's the only way to make it out.
Yeah, you gotta get with this, man.
With the Lord, because that's why I say it's the day of the Lord. You know?
It says, "Behold, the day of the." It's like it. Malachi 4:1. Behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
See, they gonna so for you to be stubborn, you got to burn. So and what all these Americans are proud as hell. You know, and they're gonna burn for it. You know, they're gonna catch on because that heat is gonna be so intense that it's just gonna instantly ignite things. You know, shit is just gonna be instantly ignited. Like you put a piece of wood close enough, or even paper close enough to a fire, but not touching the fire, it'll catch on fire eventually. You know what I mean? So imagine shit that's 20 million times hotter than the sun. You know, that's how hot them missiles burn. That shit ain't, man. That shit's gonna be horrible, man. That's why, you know, hey, your skin start boiling before the fire actually reach you, and then you just get like Sarah Connor. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, in the movie Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skull, when he was in where they were doing the atom bomb test.
Oh yeah.
He was in that little town that was getting ready to destroy it, and as
With
soon
Ace.
as the missile went and hit the ground, you see the little fake people in the yards. They started melting. You see some of them just the fire just started forming on, and then they started bubbling up. That's what's gonna happen.
That's into human skin.
Yep.
It says,
And it ain't gonna be the damn a freezer hiding the freezer to save you.
that's freezer be destroyed.
Yeah.
Everything's just gonna disintegrate in America. That's just gonna be a desert.
The scriptures say elements are going to dissolve. Yeah.
Down to the elements.
The scriptures cover everything,
Yeah.
bro. Like we ain't just talking shit, bro.
Very oxygen in your lungs.
Yeah, bro, you're just gonna
They're
burn
gonna catch
up.
fire.
Your lungs are gonna be burning and shit.
People gonna be breathing fire, literally, bro.
Yeah, your spirit's gonna be left in your body, and you're gonna feel every single bit of it, bro.
Breathing in fire, your lungs burning from the inside out.
You're gonna feel every single bit of it. Wait,
Hey, and that's why, like he said in Isaiah 66, that the Lord gonna judge people with the rebuke with flames of fire. You know?
Yep.
That shit is gonna be
To
terrible.
render his anger.
Yeah.
His
With
rebuke.
fire and flames of fury. So you don't want to feel the fury of the Lord. Nope. So that shit's gonna be horrible, bro.
Yeah.
That's the missiles is specifically gonna be the worst judgment to get, really, because who knows how long that's gonna feel. You know, the Lord might slow time down on your ass.
Yeah, that's the way I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know, it's scripture what do you call it? Through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men. So we're telling you this. We're not just trying to like with that older brother and be like, your brain's gonna blow up, and we're just trying to like sensationalize it. We're that's
trying to reason with you.
Yeah, trying to let you know, like, no, this is gonna be pretty bad, bro. You should want to avoid it. It says the whole thing. Yeah. It says Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Well, you get stubble after you do a bonfire. That stubbles. That's what's left over, charred all up and shit, or just ashes. You know.
Yep. Hey, watch this right here. This Quan put me onto this a while back ago. I'm gonna play it on the camera real quick, and I'll show you, brothers. This is the nuclear missiles. This is an anime called Barefoot Gen, and this is the nuclear scene. Let me just, they're about to drop the missile. Oh, there goes the flash.
See that shit.
Yeah, this is exactly how it's gonna be in that day too.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
Yeah.
See, look at the little girl. Her flesh just burning all up right there.
It shows the dog.
Yep, right there. See, look. This just look at the dog. Couldn't even jump over the wall. You know, that's a good show, a little episode for brothers to watch if you want to see a good depiction of
What's it called?
Barefoot Gen. Gen.
And also that movie The Knowing, very last scene.
Oh yeah, that's a good. And they're using that. They're saying the solar flare, but that's
That's exactly how it's gonna be though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fire, and it's gonna be everywhere in America. So you look. There is no remedy for America, bro. Everyone in America is gonna die except for the ones that are the elect. Everybody else is through. You know, there ain't gonna be like a apocalypse city in America where somehow somebody made it. Everybody gonna die here. That's the judgment for the horde. Come up out of her, my people, so you not be partakers of her
judgment.
Plague. You know, judgment that's coming. The ultimate judgment is those missiles.
Be not partakers of her sins.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe it's how it's
Yeah,
worded.
not plagues. Oh yeah, sins, right? Exactly. It says, in the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemi Yahshua of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
So nothing's going to be left in America. No, not even their philosophies, right? Look, once America ends, people are going to be like, nah, we'll celebrate Christmas. What you talking about? Because go ahead, you're going to be, the Lord going to be, when we come back, that New Jerusalem come back down, we're going to be putting people in subjection. You talk about anything that America was pushing out, you're going to get put to death, all right? Because you're sick, all right? So you just got to be cleansed from that. Or you just bend the knee and serve us. You have more on that?
That was not on that.
Oh, it's Zephaniah,
yeah,
yeah.
get to Zephaniah. Where's that? I forget where's that.
It's 14.
14 verse?
Yeah.
Verse 2, I think.
14, yeah, chapter
12,
14.
12.
Yeah. No, you're Zephaniah. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm tripping. Okay.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, I was getting that.
Yeah,
See the first letter, but yeah, man.
I got it.
That shit is gonna be gruesome, and we about to read it. Where's Sarah Connor at? Get
her out here.
We can get some.
I knew we should have brought her. Because I didn't bring all the signs. I said, might as well grab her.
I got you.
You got it?
That's what we're gonna give you a pictorial for the words. Paint the picture for you.
Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Yeah, remember we read earlier that the Lord was going to do the plagues on Egypt again, and this is going to be the last one.
It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
It said while they stand upon their feet. So your eyes are going to be burning while you're still alive, standing upon your feet. Go ahead.
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And that was
Somebody get the word there for consume. See what it says. The blue letter.
Brother just shows you the video clip of that anime, and that was the exact depiction of what happened in the book of Zechariah.
And hey, that's what we're out here warning people about. The scripture in Ezekiel say, "We'll give them warning from me." So we're letting you know what the Lord is going to do, and that's going to be these are the weapons of his indignation, meaning his righteous anger, and he's righteously angry with this place, man. What did it say at the beginning of the verse? Read it again.
It said, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Here you go. They're fighting against Jerusalem, which is who? The Israelites, man. First and foremost, all right, because Jerusalem is a people before a place.
Yeah, you had Israelites fighting against Israelites. Fighting against the cause.
You would hire so-called natives to catch Judah, and vice versa. They would use the slaves to fight against the natives. Turn us on each other. It's like what I said. That's why they divide. It's called divide and conquer. You found the word?
Yeah. The word is makak. It says to decay, pine away, rot, fester of wounds, to rot and rot away, to molder away, to pine away, to cause to rot. It says, going to the Strong's, it says to melt, figuratively, to flow, to dwindle, to vanish, to zoom away.
It ain't gonna be figuratively though. You're gonna physically melt, literally melt. When we said it said it was their eyes gonna.
It painted a picture for you.
Yeah.
It got graphic.
And like there was a little clip your brother put. That was her eyes melting, her skin was melting. It was consuming away. And you're gonna be feeling that. You're not gonna go into what they say, go into the night scot free.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Right to the sunset.
If you make it that far, then you're gonna feel that pain. It's gonna be torments. Matter of fact, get that. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Right here.
What you got?
Revelation 14.
Okay, I was gonna say get the word there for let's see, tormented. But go ahead and read it.
Yep. This is in the blue letter, but we'll get it. This is Revelation 14. We'll start at verse 9. Revelation 14 and 9. And it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the heavenly Father, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb."
Right. So if you take that chip, you guaranteed to die a nuclear destruction. And that means anybody around you is going to have to die of nuclear destruction, even if they decide to starve instead of take the chip. Because some people, they might not take the chip because they don't, they might believe in God, and they might be Edomites that the Bible Belt guys. They might not take the chip, but they still gonna die of nuclear fire because somebody in that town took it. So if one person took it in the whole state of Texas, everybody in Texas is dying. And I'm only gonna take one warhead. You got the word, tormented?
Yeah, the word tormented. All right, going to the Greek word, basanizo. It says to question by applying torture to torture.
You're gonna have to. That's the judgment. That's the Lord coming to plead with you, right? Isaiah 66, we plead, but it's judgment.
Being burned alive, man.
Okay, hold on. That was it on that?
A little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
To torture. To vex with grievous pains.
Woo, so tormented means to go through grievous pain. So it ain't gonna be just a swift death. Them missiles is gonna be grievous pains, torture. Go ahead.
Of body or mind.
It's gonna be both.
To torment, to be harassed.
Damn, the Lord's coming to harass America, bro.
Coming to fuck with you.
Jeez.
You're gonna go and fuck with y'all.
Yeah, well, hey, he coming to harass anybody that take the chip. That was it on it? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66, start at verse 15. Isaiah 66 and 15, it says, "For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind."
Yeah, so he coming with fire via the missiles, all right? And then with his chariots too, they're going to be doing damage, heavy damage. Like the movie World of Wars. Yeah, Wars of World or whatever.
World.
Yep. So they're going to be doing damage. Then to top it off, the missile is going to finish the job. Go ahead.
It says to render his anger with fury.
Yeah, so his anger is going to be methods of torture, all right, tormenting people. And remember the scriptures say that the Yahweh is a terrible power, and people are about to find out that the one they ignorantly call God, the God of the Bible, all right, which we know his true name to be Yahweh, that he's a man of war, and he's a man that's going to torment you.
Right, demon-like power.
Yep, exactly. They didn't call him that for nothing, and people are going to realize that, and that's why they're going to fear his. They're going to fear his name, and they're going to fear his people. Just like before, when we left Egypt last time, but we're going to leave Egypt this time, and people, and it ain't they're not going to forget the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, all right, and they're going to know exactly who his people are.
It says to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
That's right.
Verse 16, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh.
That's right.
And the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be many."
Right, so that pleading is that judgment. All right, that's how the Lord's going to judge or plead with people. We're going to do it with that pain, that grievous pain, that tormenting. All right, that's how the Lord's going to judge these people, and specifically the 2/3 of our people, man. Right, 2/3 of them shall be burned up and right. That's what I say, burned up and die or something like that.
Yeah, burned up and die.
That's what's going to happen to these 2/3 of our people in America. Look, all these simpletons out here having a good time. Yeah, cut off and die. They're gonna be cut off via the method will be the weapon of choice is gonna be the fire. All right, and then the sword, his chariots.
The most destructive weapon that they have to offer.
Yep.
The earth
ever
has
made.
Yeah, earth has offered.
Outside of the power, the weapons of the Lord, but this is the most powerful weapon that's ever been made by man. All right, inspired by the Lord. All right, the Lord put it in their minds. You know, them geniuses that made them bombs, they don't look too smart now. When them bitches flying through the sky, yeah, they ain't gonna be
Created the
too
Smith
smart.
to blow up on the coals.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep.
He was the one making that hot to bend that steel.
Okay. You know, so Lord's will, you know, that was edifying. But brothers about to take over, and then you know the brothers can come up and read as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cotton, you know, and those you know those devices, those missiles, and like brother was saying, you know, they were, you know, the scientists, you know, if you get that in the book of Isaiah, what is it, 54 and 16, Isaiah 54 and 16. So we'll get that real quick. Yeah, oh yeah, shalom, brother. Yabashim shalom, bro. You know, yeah, man, Yabashim Yashai, you know, and it's hard to really put it into words at this point because we've been doing it for so long. We've been telling you the same thing, and you still knuckleheaded, still don't want to listen. We're going to tell you the same exact way we've been telling you that war and death is coming to America and it's coming to all the whole earth. All right, but the elect, they're going to be saved out of all that. Whoever got to go ahead first. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his works."
Read it again.
It says, Isaiah 54 and 16, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire."
Yeah, the Lord said He created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. So He created the smith. A smith is someone that works with metal, specifically, typically metal. All right, steel. All right, and they usually typically make weapons. I mean, they can make other things like horseshoes and all that.
A forger.
You know, a forger. Yeah.
You have like a locksmith. They forge keys. You know, they create keys. You know.
And in this case, we're talking about a weaponsmith. All right, he blow up the coals in the fire, meaning that he's out there. He's shaping the metal to make it into a killing instrument, a sword. You know, go ahead.
It says Isaiah 54 and 16. "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire."
Right.
That bringeth
Well,
forth.
the Lord said He created them. All right, so this smith that we're talking about right now isn't an old school weaponsmith in a tent somewhere. No, we're talking about these scientists that are deep up in the mountains. All right, they got a whole military base in the mountains that's off the grid. All right, and they're in there and they're creating all types of wickedness and destructive power, destructive works. All right, these missiles. All right, these are. You gotta look. When you get a chance, look up the destructive power of a nuclear weapon. You look up, look and see the destructive power. Look up the Tsar bomber. Look at this. Look at it. It's online. You can look it up. Imagine if one of those dropped down into your city, something like that, drop into the middle of Tampa. This place would be completely leveled. Nobody's gonna survive it. It'll be a horrible catastrophe that's gonna be spoken about for hundreds of years if this war were to go on for hundreds of years. Just like we still talk about the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You got it, bro. Say again.
I said desolate, which means you go into the word, it means empty.
Desolate, yeah, the word desolate means empty if you look it up. So America's going to be left empty. A lot of these different Edomite countries are going to be left empty because they're going to be bombed by nuclear missiles. Finish that verse.
It says, "And bringeth forth an instrument for his works. I have created the waster to destroy."
Yeah, the waster is those missiles, okay, which waste the land, which makes it desolate. Read the next verse.
It says, Isaiah 54 and 17, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue shall rise against thee. In judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahweh."
So you brothers out there that are laboring and doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you call on the name, it's your true name, all right? And you watching the prophecies come to fold, that weapon isn't gonna prosper against you. Because you read the book of Psalm 91, it talks about these things are created for the wicked. You're gonna see this shit, but you're not gonna have to worry about it because you've been laboring for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That weapon is not going to prosper against you. It's only going to prosper against the wicked. That's what it was created for. It's created to bring the end of a wicked kingdom. And we're going to see it if the Lord wills that. Go ahead and get second Ezra. Start at the top.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 1.
Give me a second. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're talking about the end of a rule, the end of rulership. Just like you seen Rome fall out of power at one point, it came back obviously, but you seen it fall. You seen the Babylonians fall. You seen all these old ancient kingdoms fall. Egypt. All right. This place is gonna fall too, and you see it. You see it. There's cracks all over the concrete, man. That's just showing you that this place is gonna fall, man. Nothing. It's not gonna be able to stand. Go ahead.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 1. And it reads, woe be unto thee, Babylon, and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt, and Syria.
Read it again.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon.
Babylon. Woe, meaning destruction unto Babylon. Go ahead.
And Asia.
Right.
Woe be unto thee, Egypt, and Syria.
All right. And all these, you know, we can look at them as it's all right. Put it over here. We can look at these kingdoms in Babylon. All right. We were in captivity to Syria. Okay. What was it? Egypt. Yeah. We just spoke about Egypt a little while ago. Okay. These are places that we spent some hardcore captivity in. All right, under these heathen. But we can look at it into a situation or into a sense that modern right now. Woe unto all these nations of the world. But specifically, woe unto our captors. Woe unto the captors of the Israelites. We're still in their captivity. We're still in their hands. All right, but this is all bringing in war drums, because all these wars, all these different nations, the Arabs, okay, you know, different Asian countries. All right, they're gonna be over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man, ready to wage war. They're already there. Okay, you got all nations over there in that land right now. All right, year after year after year, there's U.S. troops going into different gulfs. All right, getting chased out, going back in. All right, shooting cruise missiles,
killing top officials.
Yep, the assassination that was a year ago. That happened. All right,
Seemed like that just happened yesterday.
because the days are flying by.
Yeah.
That was a year ago, bro.
Exactly. That's great.
Read on.
Verse 2. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair. Bewail your children.
Yeah. Get into the state of mourning. All ye nations, man. Get into that state of mourning, because it's gonna be ugly out here. Go ahead, get your sackcloth out. Everybody get that sackcloth out, man. It's time to start mourning, because it's gonna be ugly out here, man. Read it again.
Second Ezra 16 verse 2. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair.
Yeah.
Bewail your children. And be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Your destruction's at hand. And we've been telling you this through the Spirit of the Lord. He told you that it's gonna be a World War III. The scriptures talk about World War III, the third woe. The third woe is coming. It talks about missiles, destruction, death, destruction, desolation. All right, that's what we're leading. This kingdom right now, we living in right now. This whole Western society we live in right now is getting set up to fall violently. All right, it says it's going to be brought down with violence. That's what the scriptures say. Why not making this up? Go ahead.
Verse 3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Who? Go ahead.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
Go ahead.
Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
No, you can't drive these scourges away. All right. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is sending them directly to these lands. All right, and no man, no human, no mammal on this earth is going to drive those plagues away. Hold that. What you got?
This is Jeremiah 51 and 11.
Give me a second.
Jeremiah 51 and 11. It says, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes.
That's right. The Medes right now are those Russians who are living in that land. All right, they're not really the Medes. All right, because that's what, a Japhetic nation. All right, but spiritually, if you look at what's going on in the world, it's talking about them, because they're the ones that are clearly inhabiting that land, and they're the next superpower that the world needs to worry about. Edomites. Okay, it's all Edomites. Read it.
It says, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temple.
Yeah, the Russians got beef with the Americans. They got beef with with the beast itself. All right, that's what's going on. That's the main event. All right. Well, that's really the main event is Yahweh Shai versus all these cats, but that's like the right before the headline starts, man. Esau versus Esau. And we're seeing it take place. We're watching everything, every little step that they take. All right, it's written about in here, and we make these videos, all right, and we break it down for you. More than that.
Oh, that was pretty much it. But the point, I was trying to get it was, the Lord's weapons of his indignation. The Lord said, let me read that again. Jeremiah 51:11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the king of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon, to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of Yahweh, the vengeance of his temples. So like the brother was going into, the weapons of the Lord, he created the swift that blow up the coals, but he did it for a purpose, to destroy this here place, and he's going to use the Russians to lead the charge,
Yeah. Yeah, man. The Lord is pulling all the strings. Right? This isn't all this happening randomly on the earth. Okay. This is all being pulled from up top. The Godfather is in control of everything. All right, He's pulling the strings. All these nations, all these kings on this earth, they're all puppets to the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
It's Jeremiah 50 in verse 9. Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her.
Yep.
From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man.
Yep.
None shall return in vain.
There's a lot of things being said there. Okay, before you read on. All right, you got the nation for the land of the north coming up against Babylon. All right, going back into Russia again, coming up against Babylon. These other nations too, but specifically going to that land of the north would be Russia. They got a beef with Babylon. They got a beef with America. America's the problem. That's the issue with these other nations, specifically the nation of Russia. Then it said the archer. What did it say?
Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Yeah, none of those arrows are going to come back and return in vain. All right, and we're going to go back into 2 Ezra 16 and it's going to touch on that. All right, those arrows are likened onto the nuclear missile, or nuclear missile likened onto those arrows. Okay, they don't know how to describe the visions that they were having. All right, of the nuclear destruction. It's like a mighty archer. You have you can have a destroyer out in the middle of the Indian Ocean. All right, they pressed a few buttons, and then that missile is going to come out of that destroyer or out of that sub, and it's going to come thousands and thousands of miles. And it's going to hit its target here in America. They have it down to pinpoint accuracy. That's right. All right, this is their science. You can't do any word science comp now.
They can shoot them from jets.
See what?
They can shoot them from jets if they want.
They can shoot them from jets, choppers. Yep, those it's all under control. They got it under control.
And Russia got trains.
Yeah.
Trains
The chains that roll up and
cargo,
stop
containers.
and then leave.
They got abandoned buildings. They got abandoned buildings down here in Tampa. You don't know what the hell that. It could be a silo.
Yeah, you got that shit.
Could be a silo, man.
Biggest Air Force base. Biggest
Yeah, McDill.
Sink Command or whatever. But I was gonna say Russia has nuclear powered cruise missiles, which is the nuclear power is the fuel source, which is an unlimited amount of fuel. So theoretically, they can shoot a missile today, all right, and they can be flying for the next 100 years, man, trying to hit its target, and they can readjust and so on and so forth. So they know how to run these things, man. All they gotta do is put a nuclear tip on there, all right. You know what I'm saying? It's nowhere that you can run from these missiles. They got an unlimited range, man.
That's some scary shit. That's too much power for a wicked power. For a wicked person, you give that person that much power, he's going to use it, bro. And he's going to use it for wickedness. That's what he is. He is the wicked. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? It's the so-called white man. It's clearly him. There's no doubt about it. All right, it's him. He's the white man is the wicked. He's the devil. Right?
One more verse. Verse 10. And Chaldee shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord.
Yeah, Chaldees are these elites, you know, and these Edomite elites in their strongholds. You know, you got America, you got Israel. Okay, I'll go back to 2nd Esdras.
Con. 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 4. A fire is set among you, and who may quench it?
Go ahead.
Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Yeah, no man is going to be able to drive these plagues back. Okay, once they're set, it's going to happen, and whoever's meant to get hit by them is going to get hit by them. Read on.
Verse 6. Verse 6. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it have begun to burn?
Right, you're not going to be able to stop a hungry lion. Yeah, you try that. You go ahead and stop. Go ahead. You got a steak sitting right there. He's trying to get the steak, and you're gonna stand in his way. No, he's gonna rip your head off and eat you. Then he's gonna eat the steak. You're not stopping a hungry lion. And these are rhetorical questions. What's the other thing it said?
Con. It says, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble?
Yeah, if a fire starts going, hey, you try once you get, especially with a whole bunch of stubble around, a bunch of flammable shit. You're gonna just try to put it out now. Hey, once that shit starts spreading, it's spreading everywhere. You can't really put out a big ass fire like that. I mean, you can, but the fire we're talking about here, no one's gonna be able to put that out. Go ahead, keep reading.
Real quick, look at the California fires, how hard and how long they were trying to stop those fires, right? Now, the brother read in the book of Job about that fire not blown. So when you look at these thermonuclear missiles, when they take off, man, it's in an instant. Those atoms start splitting and everything like that. That shit just go up,
Chain reaction.
Yeah, But what firefighter gonna be out there with some water trying to put that shit out, man? Once that shit go, first of all, they're gonna be blind if they even see the light, man. So that's like the brother's reading into, like, you're not gonna be able to stop this, man. It's not no fire department that's gonna come try to put out a nuclear bomb as it's going off, man.
Can't even stop a regular forest fire. That forest fire burns for weeks, and you trying to keep it under so-called control. I mean, you got people's houses burning down. You got to evacuate a whole city. That's not control. You couldn't try to put that out. Keep reading.
Con. When it have begun to burn, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord Yahweh
Yeah, that's a good question. Someone, an archer, anybody who shoots an arrow, someone's going to catch the arrow and then throw it back at full velocity, back at his target? No, it's not going to happen. Someone shoots, especially a strong archer,
or a hypersonic missile.
Yeah, well, that's what he's going to get into it. Yeah, because that's really the archer is talking about. But in the next few verses, it's going to make it a little more clear. You shoot an arrow and you grab that arrow and send it back. No one can do that. That's just an impossible feat. That's impossible to make come to pass. You don't have that power. All right, not probable, not possible. We don't.
Con, the mighty Lord Yahweh Shai sendeth the plagues.
Yeah.
And who is he that can drive them away?
Yahweh Shai sendeth the plagues. These are the plagues that the Lord is sending them. These are hits from the Lord. So it has to happen. That's why everybody's so blind to everything that's going on in the world, because the Lord made it that way. He wants y'all to be caught up in this stuff. Some of you just have to die like that. All right? Because you have the prophet sitting right here. There's no excuse for you not to get to this. We're literally right here in public. All right, with Bibles, it's clear that what we're doing, all right, we're speaking English. We're not out here speaking Swahili. We're speaking Hebrew, so you can't understand us. If we're all just out here speaking Hebrew, no one knows what the hell we're talking about. But we're making it, the Lord is making it very easy and is giving you a fair chance to get this, so you can be saved from that hell that's about to come upon earth. We don't?
Con, verse 9. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
Go ahead.
He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear?
Go ahead.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten? to powder at his presence.
You see that? The Lord's going. When the Lord makes a threat, you get completely poofed. All right? You get poofed out of existence when you fuck with the Lord, bro. Who should be utterly beaten to powder? That's the power you want to play around with? And you say you believe, you the same people that say you believe in God. You say you know I go to church, this, that, and the third, but you're not scared of this? What does scare you? The CV-19 scared. Oh, that scares you. Well, if it was real, hey, it came from Yahweh Shem Shai. And you a man of Yahweh Shem you a man of the Lord, right? You say I'm a man of God, but you walking around wearing a mask, scared out of your damn goal. You wearing a mask in the car, but you say but you believe in God. You wearing a mask in the car by yourself, but you believe in God. Get the fuck out of here, man. You wearing a mask in the car by yourself, but you believe in God. What you got?
I got something for you. Isaiah 13 and verse 11.
Give me a second.
It's going into like the Lord's, the scripture saying, "Who shall not be beaten to powder in his presence?" And the Lord's getting ready to humble the proud.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
No, go ahead. No, you want to speak on it? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, the Lord is getting ready to punish the proud. The so-called, these so-eating men is getting ready to be humble, man. 2/3 of our people and all these other nations get ready to be humble, man.
Haughty.
Right, yeah, and Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to be glorified, man, these last days. And that's what it's all about. It's all about Yahweh Shem Shai and his word, all right, being accomplished, man.
Okay, we're dealing with a proud nation. A proud nation, okay? Go ahead.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 12.
Actually, hold that. I'll get what you have.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51. I'm going to start at verse 1 and read to verse 4. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh," Jeremiah 51, starting at verse 1. This is Jeremiah 51 and 1. "Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners, that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about."
All nations are going to be against this place, bro. Right now, they're against it. You ask any of these other countrymen out there in the world what they think about America, they're going to say something negative. So the government's over there, they're looking at America right now like, wait till you slip up.
They just had a basically they basically just had a re-signing of basically like these nuclear arms building agreements and things like that, man. All right, but they had about 80-something different nations sign that they wasn't going to create no more nuclear weapons. The only nations that didn't sign they were going to be a part of that was all the nations with nuclear weapons, man. So as you see these things are coming up right now, all the nations with nuclear weapons are all pushing and still building these weapons, man. The only people that are saying, look, we're not with all that are the nations that don't have these things. So look, this is why the Lord is calling all the archers, all these nations that have the missiles and things, man. All right?
Against Babylon, against this place. Go ahead.
Continuing on, it says, verse 3, "Against him that bendeth, let the archers bend his bow, and against him that lifted up himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye none of her young men, destroy her utterly all her host. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they shall be thrust through in the streets."
Hey, man.
Missile food, man.
Straight, yeah, God. I could have said it any better myself. Yeah, straight missile food. Straight fuel for the fight. That's how the Lord's that's what the Lord has in store for you people that either A, you an Israelite and you don't want to hear this, or B, you are this other nation and you on your high horse because you got a little power. Alright? The Lord's got missiles for you. He's got straight nuclear fire for you. And as we're reading in the book of 2 Ezra, the 16th chapter, you can't turn that fire back. When the fire starts burning, you ain't gonna be able to put it out, dude. You're just gonna have to you're gonna have to just go through the fire. Hey, if you're a man of the Lord, you go through the fire, you're gonna come out like gold. Right? But
some brothers actually gonna go through the fire. Like when the missiles are coming, dropping, it might be like you instantly get saved as the missiles are blowing up. And
Check the
you
beat
just go right
come
through
down.
the fire, you know? Scarcely saved.
Hey, what do you say? Scarcely saved? Yeah, you know.
But we have a prime example of that. Even like the brother was going into. Even if your ass do get hit with a missile, hey, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, man, they was in the midst of the fire. They didn't smell like fire at all, man. And the Lord wanted to deliver them from out the midst of the fire, man. All right.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful, and that's faith, bro. You gotta, your faith has to be on a high level right now because these things are gonna happen. So you gotta believe that if it does happen, that you're gonna be saved one way or another. You can't really think of a practical way you can actually survive a nuclear winter or a nuclear attack. But the only way you can do it is through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because you can't do it any practical way. All right, only the Lord is gonna be able to save you out of that. Go ahead, bro.
Got 2 Ezra 16 and verse 12.
And you know these fucking, and the same thing you got these goddamn black bitches want to walk by the damn camp.
Loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, damn,
You
bro.
don't see we doing something up here?
Like, loud for no reason, bro.
Yeah. Like you did that on purpose. You see we over here having we doing something on purpose. You got a camera going.
Talking about pizza.
You talking about pizza and car keys.
So loud.
You know? That's how these people, that's how you know the Lord's is, you can't do that with them. Overweight black bitch, what, you gonna save her? You gonna save her? You gonna tell her about Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, the spirit of the comforter? Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, just to back the brothers up, because you know a lot of people say, "Oh, why we so harsh on our peoples or whatever, whatnot." But hey, we got the words of salvation right here and there. But then you want to come through and all these things. This is why we say, hey, 2/3 of our people have to be destroyed. So I'm gonna bring out these two real quick. This is Isaiah 65 and 12. It says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer, and when I spake, you did not hear."
Yeah, man, you got the man, and that's the Lord calling you. You came by this way to camp, but somebody in your little crew said, "Oh, that's the Israelites." You should have been like, "Oh, that's them? Oh shit, yo, you guys keep going. I'm gonna watch this." That's what you should have did. That's what I would have did. I'd be like, "Oh, that's the Israelites. Oh, I heard about they got the prophecies. Oh, yeah, let's listen to this. Screw whatever else we're doing. We got the Israelites here." But no, you walked by, you did what you was doing over there, and you came back. Then the Lord has his hand out for you, man. That was straight up right there in front of the prophets.
And you spoke over him. When he said, you spoke over him. Hey, but hey, you know, just imagine in Yahushua's time when he was walking on the scene, doing all the miracles or whatever, whatnot. Pretty sure there was some Israelites that didn't go down to see all these things and be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna just go live my life." I'm ignoring all that, so on and so forth. And after all that happened, they were like, "Oh shit, I didn't miss something or whatever, whatnot." But hey, they wound up having to die off too, man. Because look, just imagine that, just the same, pretty much the same thing, man. You have the Israelites on the highways and the byways, and you have people walking by. You know, this is that great miracle, that sign that they're looking for, but they don't see it, man. All right, so let me finish this off. It says, "Because when I called, you did not answer, and when I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that which I delighted not."
Keep reading.
That's it on that. Let me go over one verse though. Verse 66 in Isaiah 66 and 4 says, "I will also choose your delusions and will bring your fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer, and when I spake, they did not hear, but did evil before my eyes and choose that which I delighted not."
Yeah, you're gonna bring your fears upon you, bro. When your major fears, you being a person like that, one of your major fears could be, you know, something is happening to one of your fucking 6 or 7 children that you probably got at the goddamn house. You know, that's probably one of her biggest fears. You love your daughters, your sons, you know, and you're proud and the Lord kill every single one of them.
Yep.
I was just about to say.
300 pounds, bro. That bitch was 300 pounds, bro. And she wearing all this tight ass shit, like, trying to make her shit look sexy, bro.
That's low level, you know. They not getting.
You saw that? The jeans was tight around it, like, dog, like that's some. Damn, that's a bad shit, bro. Yo,
She should be trying to hide that shape
Yeah, like
with
she,
a big dress or something, you know?
Nah, she thought she was on some thick shit, like I'm thick with 2 C's type shit walking around here. That shit is nasty, bro.
What, THICC?
Hey, but really the mindset to these people, you know, she be crushed and she didn't get no attention that she wants from the world, you know, but once that famine start hitting, like the brother going into, man, you know, because those type of people are so used to having everything that they want, you know, at these points in times. All people like that got to do is raise their voice and start yelling about stuff. You see them in the restaurants, you know, they're like, "No, we can't give you a return without a receipt." They start getting all loud and then they get whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But in these times, man, these soldiers and hey, all that's gonna be gone, man.
Hey, just like when Jake over in what was it, Dallas, with his restaurant.
Oh, yeah,
he told
yeah,
that bitch to
twerking.
stop that fucking twerking shit, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of my house or my
Restaurant.
restaurant. Yeah, you know, and all the black bitches got pissed off and left, and then they all on social media talking shit about him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's Israel right now, 2020, 2021 Israelites. You know, that's why the Lord's got to do this damage, man. It has to be this way.
Hey, a prime example. The brother brought out a prime example why 2/3 is not getting on no damn chariots, man. Because look what they was doing when Jake had created an establishment for them to have a good time in a little restaurant. Twerking on the windows and shit, man. Being disrespectful. So just imagine if they was to get on the chariots.
They wouldn't
man.
do that to Esau. They're gonna
Right.
do it to their own people.
Right.
You know, and they're gonna be. You try to bring them into the chariot, man. They're gonna be up there talking shit and complaining, man.
Right.
They talking about, yo,
Face
you know,
is
where the party at?
Twerking and shit. With the Hennessy and shit.
Image.
Yeah, y'all can smoke weed. They're trying to smoke weed, trying to get up there, trying to hit the weed before they get into the chariot. That's what y'all trying to do, man. That you trying to keep this world. You want to keep this world so bad. The Lord's gonna take it all from you, man. He's gonna take it violently from you. That's why we telling you, bro. This is not really the time to be trying to be playing and holding on to this place like that, man. Go ahead, bro.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 12.
Was it that?
And it reads, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves.
Yeah, we see earthquakes happening. Oh, when the missiles drop, the earth is gonna shake to and fro, as the scripture said. All right, seas rising up with waves.
Hey, real
We
quick,
seeing all the real quick, the tsunamis and the devastation of those tsunamis and what they can do. Water is a very destructive too. Element. It can flow, it can crash. What the man said. You know.
Hey, that's why the Lord used those two elements to cleanse the earth.
Yeah, first time.
Water and fire. You know, being cleansers.
Both of them cleansers and both of them very destructive.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful point.
Because drowning is a severe way to die, and being burnt alive is a very severe way to die. Both severe ways to die.
2 Ezra 7 talks about water on one side and fire on the other side. You see what is going on here? You had a point?
Yeah, going into those waves and things like that. Another thing that they can do with those nuclear missiles, and Russia has certain type of torpedoes they can launch, like cruise missiles from these submarines, is they'll shoot them up towards like close to the borders, and they'll let them go off, which will cause a big ass tsunami, man. You know what I'm saying? They just ignite them underwater, and then you have this big ass wall of water coming in and flooding the place, man. So just imagine some torpedoes being fired off the shore of Florida, which is like what, 2 to 3 feet above sea level, man. And you got a big 20-foot wall of water coming over, just drowning everything
Hey,
over here, man.
bros, man. You know, not necessarily you bros here, but or you too, but you know anybody watching in TV land. Hey, look up those tsunamis, man. Look up tsunami 2004 Sri Lanka. Look that shit up, bro. That shit is terrifying, bro. The Japan one.
Fukushima.
Yeah, the Fukushima. Look it up, man. Look how devastating that is. Imagine being out there. Imagine being, you know how scary that is. That dying in that. Yo, that's read on. Read that again.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 12. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, and the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep.
Go ahead.
And the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also,
Go ahead.
before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are short, and shall not miss.
What are those arrows? What the hell is an arrow shot from the ends of the earth? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You telling me that's not missiles, bro? Read it again. The arrows.
2 Ezra 16 and verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
And we're talking about God, right? That's his right hand. Go ahead.
His arrows that he shooteth are short, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
What are you talking about, bro? Arrows shot to the ends of the world. Doesn't make no sense. So you're gonna take an arrow, you're gonna shoot it all the way to Mozambique from here, from Tampa. You got an actual arrow. You buy the arrow from Dick's Sporting Goods. And you're gonna shoot that bitch all the way over to Zimbabwe.
5 miles.
Fuck out of here, dog. It's not talking about damn arrows, bro. It's talking about nuclear missiles. That's what it's talking about.
Yep.
You can't see. I don't know what to tell you.
A missile, one of the terms for a missile is a broken arrow.
I lost Snoop. Yeah, I lost
Yeah.
Snoop. Hey, but back in the days, those arrows was what? Your long-range weapons, man. You know, when you was trying to hit somebody pretty much long range, and then when you just speed up time and everything like that, it's the same thing. You got an even longer range arrow, man.
That's why they call them intercontinental.
Yeah, from one
ICP,
continent to
yeah.
another continent, man. From one end of the earth to the other end.
They got long range, they got mid-range runs, they got short range ones. They got it all for you, bro. But we're talking about the long range ones, bros. The ones that they can shoot from the safety of their little mountain or in the middle of the ocean.
Well, they shoot them into space.
Yeah.
So how much power do you think that? That's why the scriptures say that it had fire from the tail.
Oh, that's in Isaiah. The tail like a serpent.
Revelation.
Oh, it's one in Isaiah.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's true.
And then they got fires in the front.
Yeah, I know you. I know it's one you're talking about.
The propulsion system, and then you got the actual shit that's going to destroy the warheads.
And like the brother saying, that's the way that they shoot them from one end of the earth to the other. They have to go into space, all right? Because for them to try to shoot from one side of the globe to the other side, like for instance, Russia, they mentioned the land of the north. If you go directly north from America, United States, all the way north over the globe, you got Russia, right? But they're not gonna shoot them from like, you're not gonna have missiles coming from like California side. That's too far over the globe. They shoot them up into space. They catch orbit, and then they have what they call a re-entry vehicle or something like that. That's just the warhead. And then they come down and then they start spreading over the landmass and everything like that, man.
That's what the scripture says. My soil will be bathed in heaven. That's what it's talking about, because that's the firmament. You know? Yeah. That's the waters up
And
there.
only Esau started that technology. Obviously other countries got it now,
Russia
but Esau was the one that, the propulsion system, rockets.
They perfected it, and now the other nations buy it up, like we just talked about a little while ago. But that sword is going to be bathed in heaven. It goes all the way up into the like the damn stratosphere. All right, that's space. All right, it drops off different we call stages. All right, and then it drops down to his laser guided target. That's right. And those little, and then when the warheads open up and the little warheads come out, those are laser guided.
That's right.
You know, all that is laser guided, bro. You ain't missing, bro. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna hurt.
Bro, think about it. If you order an Uber and it finds you exactly where you are,
bro,
how much more the most technology they got, on this shit.
And that brother Dawda always bring that out. How the technology in your phone, the GPS, that's really from the military, the missile.
That's what they always created for. That's you just got the luxury portion of it, but with the camera and all the facial recognition and all that, they literally created all of this just for the missiles and everything like that. Now they're giving it to you in a luxury.
They just extended the technology to different devices.
Yeah.
And it's really just so they can track you too. It's all tracking shit, because it's all about control. They Esau have to have complete control. So here's this little. I'm gonna drop you little frockles here. You want some GPS? Here you go. No more maps. But at the same time, they tracking you everywhere you go. Every goddamn thing you're doing. They know
when you take pictures. There's a way you can check.
Yep.
And it'll tell you what time it was taking, the exact location on every new phone. And there's no way of getting rid of that. Oh, well, I turn my location off. It don't matter. Anywhere you take a picture, it's stored in memory on that picture.
Niggas are getting caught up in murders because of that shit.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I say GPS stands for a global positioning system. What's your position on the globe, around the globe?
Latitude.
Not just what your position is in like limited to a city, man. Whatever your position is around the globe, man.
And they can send a firestorm right where you stand.
Hey, GPS works out in the ocean too.
Absolutely. Yeah, and leagues under the sea. Yeah, GPS, radars, and all that. Yeah, the technology is out there, man. Like this is all coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This isn't something that was just always here. No, it comes from the Lord, and He gave it to this man on the carnal side, the technology side. You got the motherboards and the soldering and all that. It's all carnal shit, but He's using it, and He's using it to the best of His ability for wickedness. And here we are today. I know you got a precept, right?
Yeah. Joel chapter 2 and verse 2.
Yep.
Swap verse 3. Joel chapter 2 and verse 3. Joel chapter 2 verse 3, and it reads, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
We're going into nuclear destruction now. All right, again. All right, it's all nuclear destruction. It's going to be a desolation before you. It's like the Garden of Eden. It says desolation. All right, go ahead.
Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Yeah, nothing's going to be able to escape. Go ahead.
Verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as a horseman, so shall they run.
And when you go into horses, especially specifically in the Holy Bible, they use that as a metaphor for power. Okay, so it's just showing that this is a powerful instruments right here. This is all metaphorical. Go ahead.
Con, verse 5. Like the noise of the chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set it in battle array.
Yeah, so it's like in these missiles. Because remember, we haven't got the scripture, but they say there's going to be 200,000 missiles that are going to hit Babylon. All right, that are going to hit this place. All right, so read that again.
Verse 5. Like the noise of chariots on the top of the mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
It's like 200,000 strong people set in battle array, coming over here to smash and pillage and destroy. All right, but these are actual nuclear weapons shot from these different nations across seas. They have beef with them. They got a beef with America. They said, you know what, enough is enough. America's gonna do something fucked up, and then all these nations are gonna point all their guns at us. All right, go ahead, read on.
Verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Yep.
And they shall march every one in his ways.
Yeah, they're gonna get through those what do you call them?
Missile defense systems.
Thank you. Yeah, they're gonna get through the missile defense systems like nothing, like a hot knife through butter, through paper mache, a wet paper bag. All right, it's so far behind. I know you want to talk about it. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I was watching a video the other day and it was going into these missile defense systems, and they said for America's side to defend themselves against Russia, America pretty much has to, I forgot the term they use, like hitting a bullet with another bullet, but they have to pretty much shoot off these missiles, at least 4 of them, just to stop one warhead.
That's a lot of resources.
So if they got to shoot off 4 missiles to stop 1 of the 15 warheads to send one of these missiles, that's why they say they can't stop a barrage of these missiles coming in, man. If they get overpowered with these missiles, man, it's nothing they can do about it, because it's taking 4 of their missiles just to try to. And now the percentages is only 50% chance that they're gonna hit the missile.
They might not even hit it.
Yeah, and now they got the hypersonic ones.
Oh yeah, we ain't even talking about that. We talking about the old missiles. yeah, we talking about the old missiles, because the way they do it is they shoot up another missile and it explodes with shrapnel, and they trying to take a bunch of metal pieces to hit the other missile. And so, like I said, they got to try to, they'll shoot off 4 of them just in hopes to hit one of these warheads, an old warhead. Not like the hypersonic missiles or the Satan II that can move course and everything, because they try to hit them out of, I was watching a video on this the other day, how to stop a nuclear missile. They can hit them coming off the ground. They can try to hit them while they're in the air, which is a lot harder and everything like that. But, and they got these lasers or whatever, whatnot. But the amount of energy that they need to power up the laser, and it has to be so close to the damn missile, it's just not really conventional for them to use this. So basically, Esau was like, yo, it's nothing we can do about this, man.
You gotta admit it. You're outclassed. Yeah. So I mean, they have enough to this barrage this whole nation. And yeah, you can stop 1 or 2 of them, but the other 199,995 missiles are gonna hit. But the scripture is gonna say, read on.
And they shall march, every one in his ways.
Everyone, go ahead.
And they shall not break their ranks.
So the ranks are not going to be broken. So really, they will hit. You're not going to stop them. You're not stopping 1 or 2 of them. Every single one of these bad boys are going to hit their mark. And that's why we're saying that this place is through. That's what we're telling you. It's done. America's over. It's not going to be back to normal. This is it. It is going to get perpetually worse and worse and worse. And who knows what's going to happen in the next few months if we're here for another. Just saying, if we are, by the end of this year, what would this place be like if you really rooting for America? This place is gonna be through. But we're telling you that America's probably not gonna be here by the spring. And you don't understand what we're saying. We're telling you America might not even be here by the spring. There may not be no summer. Okay? There's when you're not gonna see your son graduate high school this year. He's in 12th grade right now. And he got a couple more months left till you get
aspirations.
You may not see it.
Hey, well, shit. I don't think really anybody seen anybody graduate last year.
Yeah, virtual.
The Zoom graduations.
Hey, it might be an EMP where you ain't gonna be no more internet, and by the end of this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're telling you right now, by the end of the week, you know.
By the end of the week.
Yeah, by the end of the week. Hasten to the day, dog. I'm trying to watch my words. Sometimes we talk about later this year, this, that, and the third. No, man. Yeah, this shit may pop off by Sunday morning, maybe Sunday afternoon. We're over there watching, you know, you watching whatever the fuck you watch on TV, you watching Netflix, and then all of a sudden everything is shut off.
Hey, cause one day you're gonna wake up before that, and you're gonna see, oh, America has just invaded such and such. And then, bro, we're gonna be popping bottles and rejoicing with
Yep.
when they say America invaded Iran, bro.
We be like,
Some shit,
yes,
anything in the Middle East,
yes,
bro.
yes.
We're gonna get
That's
together.
what-
We'll celebrate.
Hey, but they just had an article in the news the other day saying that I believe Iran is preparing a retaliatory attack on America. This was just a couple days ago.
Hell yeah, they are.
You know?
Hell yeah, they are. There's a lot of shit happening. And a lot of that war shit. They're trying to keep that under wraps. It's not in the mainstream media. There's still coronavirus deaths.
Yeah, exactly.
They want you to focus on that. All right, focus on this. Or this celebrity died too. All right, focus on that. All right. Oh, stimulus check. Let's talk. Let's continue to talk. You
Throw
turn
cash at 'em.
Yeah, throw a couple $600 out there. Let them just try to pick up $600. Yeah, or some people ain't even got it yet. I ain't get my shit yet. So,
You feeling salty?
yeah, I feel some type of way.
Need my money by Monday, Need my money by Monday.
I got some things I want to do, dog.
Call 1-800 is my money and I want it now. I don't even think they made those commercials no more.
Anyways, yeah, I don't want to start now. but you know, you got. I forgot what my thought was. But in any case, you know, Esau.
Hastening today.
You know, yeah, basically what it is. You know, we telling you, man, this shit's gonna be over right now. I'll take the shit. Yeah, you give me the 600. There's plenty of shit I can do with it. But honestly, man, if that's what that's what I was saying. The news. That's what the news is talking about. You turn on MSNBC. You look at the marquee on the bottom. It's talking about stimulus package. Mitch McConnell's devil ass. This dude's a super devil, bro. What you said, the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
That's coming up in a couple of weeks, so that's big, and that's right here in Tampa. So that's big news. Everybody's kind of focused on that. Yeah, the focus is on the British circuses again, how that's going to be, because that Super Bowl is a big worldwide event. So who knows how that's going to be? There's going to be a lot of satanic symbolism in that shit.
Of course, because now everybody has to watch it.
Yeah.
If you want to see it, you gotta watch it.
The ratings on that thing is going to be the most ever.
Well, shit, if it's anything like the NBA, it was low ratings.
Oh really?
And nobody tuned in for that.
Oh, the finals?
The whole finals.
Well, we'll see, you know, because that's really what they're showing you. But when you really go deep into it and you go into the alternative news sites, you see that there's a lot of things happening over there. People are dying, raids are happening. All right,
Russia and China finalizing their bond together.
Yeah, it's just but sealed. All right, they're gonna shake their hands soon. All right, and then the red pen's gonna come out, and they're gonna sign that deal.
Then the allies, the 10 horns,
yeah,
they're getting leaked. They're like, oh man, we
Turkey,
don't-
like, you know, you're looking kind of sketch right now, like.
Yeah.
Turkey's already out the
Turkey already out. They got the UK talking about is NATO relevant anymore right now, man?
Yeah.
They're
Hey.
going to the Brexit.
Yeah.
That was in the paper
All these
today.
exits that are happening, yeah, it really isn't. I mean, of course, it's still relevant. It's still a major power. Okay, but
But the point is not relevant because nobody Russia.
No one's
the
scared
whole reason
anymore.
It was the force for Russia.
Yeah.
Fight against Russia.
Russia got just as much power as all those nations put together. So you know, it really is irrelevant. Khan, you said it. Read on.
Con. Joel chapter 2 and verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one in his path.
Right.
And when they fall upon a sword, they shall not be wounded.
Yeah. So these things they're gonna hit their mark. All right. Then it's not gonna be some sort of this bunch of confusion in the air with the missiles. No, everything's gonna hit their mark as it was planned. All right, that's how the Lord planned it. That's what's gonna happen. There ain't gonna be no DAD missile, barriers stopping that. It's all gonna hit their mark, and everything's gonna be destroyed from Florida to Washington State.
Yeah, the Lord created Esau to be such a good expert man with his weapons that he'll hit the bullseye back to back to back with a gun, like a couple 100 yards away. You don't think the Creator who created him and gave him that blessing of the sword you think he's gonna miss his mark? Shit,
He's selling the
he
Lord's
put his
sword.
spirit on those missiles.
Yeah, spirit is on those missiles.
Missiles ain't missing.
Oh, is that on that?
Oh yeah.
You go back to second Esdras.
Yeah, because the brothers read, even if it said not one should not thrust another. So they're not gonna run into each other. Nothing's gonna stop these missiles, man.
Yeah, ain't gonna be bumping each other. Missile A malfunction. No, that one fell into the ocean. No.
Not even those. The third in command of Israel, commanding General Yohanan, gonna be able to stop a missile.
He might be the only one. I think he got it. Hey, he got it. He should be. He's right on the Archangel Michael, right? Oh, he's above. He's above. Oh, he's under your shot. Yeah, he should be able to stop him. He should be able to stop him. I'm looking forward to seeing that. He should be able to stop at least a couple of them. I'm talking about general. Yeah, commanding general. Yeah, you should be all right.
Yohanan.
Go ahead.
But his name.
Second Ezra 16, in verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
It has to do its job first. So until it consumes the foundation of the earth, then it can be put out. The Lord will be like, all right, I think there's enough damage, all right, and then the fire will go out. America's got to be completely destroyed from east to west. That's right. All right. May even start with a place like Hawaii or Alaska, because those are American strongholds. Those are American states. But not on the border. That is not in the mainland. So hey, man, the first nuclear attack may be on one of those kind of places. Guam, some shit. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward.
Right, just like we talked about before, the archer is not gonna. Just like the arrow's not gonna be returned back to the archer. When has that ever happened in history? Go ahead.
Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
So think of each plague as an arrow being shot from a strong archer. Pestilence. Economic what do you call it? Economic decline. You ain't stopping it, bro.
Back to back.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, the pandemic with the mask and the jab and so on and so forth.
Yeah, you ain't stopping it. You can't stop it, bro. It's already started.
Back.
Yeah, ain't. Nah, bro.
The ball, it's like
Niggas done started something.
The fact of the snowball rolling down the hill. Hey, it was a small little snowball at the beginning, but now this shit is 300 feet wide. Ain't no stopping that shit.
It could kill somebody now. Yeah.
Steamrolling over everything.
Yeah. You gotta let it hit a tree or something at that point because ain't nobody can stop it. And that's what the same thing as these plagues that the Lord is gonna send. Read on.
Verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Read it again.
Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
You know what that is? That's the prophet Ezra, man. Because he's seeing this vision, man, and he knows that's also to prove that they know they're gonna be back in these days. So he's saying, like, how the hell am I gonna get out of that shit? That's how bad it is. Imagine you being an ancient man and you seeing the downfall what we haven't seen yet. He's seeing what we haven't even seen yet. And he's like, I don't know. Oh, fuck.
He didn't even know what he saw.
I don't even know what the fuck this is. Arrow? Is that an arrow? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Let me write this shit down. You know? And that's what we got. And we got the prophecy. Now we see it. It's like, okay, now we know what it is. He didn't know what it was. But he's like, I don't know. How the hell am I going to
Vision is yet for an appointed time.
Say it again.
Vision is yet for an appointed time.
Vision yet for a point, and that appointed time has come.
Yep.
All right. So now we understand this man's words and what the prophecy really is. That vision is super heavy, bro. He's seeing the downfall of America. He's seeing the downfall of the Western society. What we've been waiting for. What we every day we wake up in the morning, we looking for some sign of the downfall of this place, so we can get to these scriptures here. He said, "Woe is me." Read it again.
Second Ezra 16 and verse 17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Go ahead.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear.
You see that? So again, we talked about it earlier. That's the scripture. The power shall stand in fear. Even the powers of this earth, Esau, Edom. when they see these things start happening and they see that they can't turn these plagues back, they're going to stand in fear. Read the beginning of that verse.
Con, 2 Ezra 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning.
Right.
The beginning of famine and great death.
Yeah, so sorrows, great mourning, famine, and great death. Death, great death. Great death. Read on.
The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear.
Yeah, these wars are, you're not seeing it on the news, all right? You're not seeing, you turn on Fox News, they're not talking about war, bro. They're not talking about death and all that. The only death they're talking about is, we're up to 300,000 deaths in America due to CV-19. You better, we need to get the vaccine out. Everybody got to get maxed out. Go on. But no one's talking about the war, the wars, the bombs. No one's talking about that no more. But it's happening. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, Baba Bashar, the scriptures said, as a mighty archer send the arrow, and as nobody can send it back. You know what I'm saying? Because once you bend the bow and you release it and you let it go, it's like once you release it, it ain't no like, hey, bring it back.
Change my mind.
No, that's it. That's why they put the sequence of releasing the missiles. They put it like a 4 or 5 step sequence.
We were all
So you have to make a conscious
Let's
decision
be kind. I got
to
it.
let those
Loud and
missiles
clear.
go.
But look at my
So that's
face.
why they put in a sequence. All
Have
right,
the
this
wisdom to
lock,
look at my
change that
face.
lock. You know, it's it's a long
I am not
sequence
lying.
just to release one
Love
missile because the
is love.
devastation. Like, look,
And that is
if you
the
got
answer.
time to think about, all right, no, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna kill 2 million people. That's how the Lord is gonna have to put it in their mind to do so.
To do it, bro.
You know?
Because you ain't gonna be able to turn back once it's shot. Hey, you got something to say, man?
Yeah, I do.
What's up? You got the floor.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. You said love is love.
No,
right?
hey, come on. You don't gotta get. Man, come on, man.
Love is love. Love is love.
Hey, you can back up, man.
Wait, take your steps back, man. We don't need
Yeah,
to back close. We
you're
don't
doing
know
too
you.
much, man. Never mind, man. Never mind. You don't know how to act.
I apologize.
See, here it is, the devil.
I'm a New York City boy.
After all the wickedness he's done, now he said love is love. Color don't matter. But when we was in
I
hardcore
was born in
slavery,
New York
nobody
City.
was helping us.
I was playing
it
with
wasn't
pickup
love
ball
then.
on the
So this is
playground.
why the
Did
Lord
I
is
ever
going to
say,
come back and
oh.
show them love. Because what is love?
I can't.
What is
I
love?
can't bark over you, and I don't want to.
Because we don't want to hear what you got to say. We already heard what you got to say. And that's the condition of the earth because of your people. Love is dropping bombs on people, starving people, spraying chemtrails. That's
I
love.
think we all
Putting us in
have
slavery. That's
a
love.
hand in
Yeah,
all of
see,
it.
I ain't do it, bro.
I
ain't do it, bro.
We all have, but I love.
Like, do we all have a hand in this? How did we get over here, homie?
No, I agree.
Who had a hand in this? It was all your people.
It's
These
a bad,
are your
bad
people.
deal.
You did it.
It's a bad deal.
Hey, yeah, bro, that's you. Real quick, is this the man?
New York. He said he's from New York.
Yeah.
New York is where this started at. New York. The stock market. That's where stocks originated at. For Negroes in the stock market in New York. So you from the same state.
How do we solve this? How do we solve this problem? That's good. Would you agree that the people? Hold on. Let me ask the question. The people that this happened to, right? The so-called Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans, the things that were done to them. How do we remedy this? Remedy this?
Andrew Jackson was the biggest asshole.
Okay, but
Other
what's the solution?
than El
What's the solution?
President. And El President
Listen, you're not
proved
listening.
himself
What
to
is
be
the
even the
solution?
worst president.
See, this is
No,
why
he proved himself to be the
Congratulations, real
worst
quick.
president.
Get Revelation 13. We're gonna send him off with his judgment. Because you don't have a solution. Your solution was to try to conquer us, and when you realize that wasn't working, now you gotta. Oh, okay, now you guys are free. It's equal. It's about love. It's too late for that, man. The Lord's coming back to judge your people for the crimes that y'all have committed on the whole planet, but most specifically on the Israelites. Go ahead,
Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
There you go. So the people that put us in slavery, you're a Jew, your people paid for those slave ships. So now you got to go into slavery. That's what the Bible says.
From the slave ship.
I got you right here.
That's a fact. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan.
the truth, bro.
Yea, though I walk
This is
through the
Isaiah
valley
chapter
of the shadow
14,
of death,
verse
I shall
21.
fear no evil.
Prepare
God, thy strength will cover me.
for his
Surely
children,
goodness shall
for the
follow me
iniquity
all
of
the
their
days of my
fathers.
life, and I
do
shall
not
dwell
rise,
in the house of the Lord.
nor fill the face of the world with cities.
God bless.
Hey, I got
love y'all.
another one for him.
Bring it out.
This is Sirach 41. Sirach 41 and 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake.
Yes.
Right. Now, love is love. It's not about because he's being reproached for what his fathers did.
Convicted.
Yeah, so
coming over
right
as a
now,
person.
the judgment for doing what you did is you and your people are going into slavery after America's destroyed.
That's right!
So get ready to go into slavery.
That's right!
All these so-called white people going into slavery.
Right, thank you. He
All the Edomites are going into slavery. All these so-called white people going into slavery. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're not rule the world. All right, they break all the laws of the Most High. They don't care. All right, they don't care, man. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
All day that devoured these shall be devoured. You so-called white people devoured the Israelites, man. You devoured us. You destroyed us. You put us in the most lowest, and you told us that we was Africans, man. All right, you took our nationality from us. You devoured us. Go ahead.
And all thine adversaries,
All of them.
every one of them,
Oh, every one of them.
shall go into captivity.
So that's this so-called white man here's going into captivity, man. He ain't an Israelite. That's not an Israelite. That's a heathen, man.
That's right.
That's an Edomite. That's a full-blown Edomite.
That's right. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
Yeah, he gonna be spoiled, bro. We gonna get him, bro. We gonna get him. Or one of these poor ass jakes out here, one of these homeless ass jakes, they're gonna come and devour this guy, man. One of these jakes out here that's pushing around the shopping cart with a bunch of empty cans in it, they're gonna devour this fucking guy, man. We gonna.
And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yeah, good for you, bro. You gonna die, man. You gonna be all prey. You're gonna be the prey. You're gonna be the prey of the Israelites out here. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's gonna put you in a low state. Got you. That's the ruler of the earth. He's the ruler of the world right now. What you got?
Hey, two of them real quick because, hey, like the brother said, if you love me, hey, give me some money, right? So he trying to be a snake, right? But he don't realize he's just playing into the prophecies. This is Job chapter 20, verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. So this is what he's trying to do. Oh, let me try to pay you something back. But he kept coming up here saying, we all brothers, we all love each other. True enough, that is our twin brother, but let's listen to what his history is about. Obadiah 1 and 10.
That's what I was.
Matter of fact, let me start at 9. It says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So right now, see, we didn't say anything to him, but that shame is covered, and the whole world is pointing him out and saying, is this the man that polluted the earth? Is this the man that brought the pandemic? Is this the man that shut down everything globally, economically, man? Is this the man that's making the whole earth to tremble? So now he coming by in the spirit, he convicted. So he the one know that we the men of the Lord. So he's trying to, oh look, Lord, I didn't try to please the poor man. But no, your ass going into captivity, man. You owe us 1,000 years of hardcore bondage. You and your children, man.
Yeah, you owe it. You gotta
Thus
pay
saith
up.
the Bible.
You gotta pay up, bro. Yes, I'm saying. Yeah, man. Hey, man. We just want to get paid up, man. You know, we you don't owe anything right now because we still we
Live it up.
We still pay in punishment under the Father. All right, so hey, live it up. Hey, matter of fact, someone get that. Get the live it up scripture.
Lamentations.
Yeah, Lamentations.
Yeah, that's
4:21.
fair. I was just actually thinking about that one.
Yeah, man. Live it up, bro. This is your shit, man. This is your man. This America shit, man. Yeah, that's your shit, bro. Yeah, get that joint, man. Take a picture. Yeah, one picture.
I think the will work out all night.
Lamentations
4:21. This is Lamentations 4:21. Start at 20. Lamentations 4:20. Let the breath of our nostrils, the anointed of Yahweh, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
It said to rejoice and be glad, bro.
Live it up.
So you ain't no point in you coming over here being mad about us, talking about, I don't know what the nigga was telling me, what you saying, you was trying to rebuke us or something? Oh, yeah.
Nah, he was just trying to. I guess he read the signs, you know.
Oh, the white people shit?
It's
Yeah.
love, man.
Yeah, you know. Hey, the script said, man, rejoice, don't worry about this shit, man. This is foolishness.
Yeah.
This is crazy talk. I mean, what is it? White folks? Slave fuck. That's
Shenanigans.
Why you even worried about that, man? Go drive your big F-350 dually, you know, to where to Memphis and shit. You know, take the family with you, man. Enjoy it. And
Like you
live
ain't
it up.
got nothing else better to do.
Yeah, dog, rejoice and be glad, bro. This is America. It's from sea to shining sea.
Yeah.
This is all yours, bro. Yeah, America. That's your shit, bro. That's the God bless. That's your shit, man. Live it up, bro. Said rejoice and be glad. Oh, daughter of Edom. So it's talking about you Edomites. Who runs America? Edomites. White people, so-called. All right, they're red. You see the dude is red as hell.
Yeah.
All right, it ain't about being white. All right, that's what y'all call yourselves. So we'll we'll just use your terms. White people. You Edomites, bro. All right, so the Lord said, oh, all you so-called white people, just enjoy it, live it up. All right, max out your credit cards. All right, you're gonna get the stimulus check, and you still got a job because you just Edomite, you just good. You got business, everything's still good. Just spend all your money on worthless shit. Go to Spain. Oh, go to Portugal. All right, do what you want to do. Read the next verse about Jake.
This is Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
So our punishment is finished. All right, there's a future prophecy, obviously, because clearly we're still in punishment. All right, clearly we're still we're upstairs in the bedroom and sitting in the corner with the dunce hat on, because we broke the pact with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, thinking we was gonna be all right. So we're in this position. But it said what? Read it again, verse 22.
Lamentation 4:22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Yeah, we're the daughter of Zion. All right, we're the Israelites. You call us the daughter of Zion. All right, but it said what? The main thing it said was our punishment. It said it is accomplished. Yeah, read on. Finish reading it.
It says he will no more carry thee into captivity.
No more captivity. No more slavery. No more going to work for another nation. All right, no more getting sick and dying. All right, no more. Yeah, what I'm saying, getting sold, getting locked up for nothing. For nothing. Jake get locked up for nothing.
For being Jake.
You get locked. You walking down the street. It may be midnight. You just walking down the street going for a walk. You had a fight with your wife. You walk down the street trying to clear your head. You get fucking pulled over by the cops. Walking.
Possibly killed.
Yeah. Possibly killed.
Because you ain't supposed to be out there.
What are you doing out here? Why are you walking down here? What are you doing? So you're just walking because you ask you a bunch of questions, man.
So you mean to tell me you're just walking?
You're just walking? You're just walking?
Who does that?
Who walks? Who does that? Stay here. This way right here. Sit on the curb.
Sit down on that curb. Yeah. Put your hands behind your back.
And you talk back to the motherfucker. You get locked up. You thrown in jail for nothing. For goddamn nothing. So no more of that shit. You don't gotta worry about none of that. Where you gonna get food the next day? I don't know how I'm gonna feed my son and daughter tomorrow.
Budgeting.
Yeah, you're trying to budget. You rub the 2 pennies together. Think you're about to do something with that. No more of that, bro. Read on. Finish the verse.
It says he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Oh shit.
He will discover thy sins.
He about to get you. Yahweh Shem Yahushua fit to get you, Edom. That dude that was walking over here, Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna do something.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna sleep good for the rest of the day, bro. He ain't gonna sleep good.
He seemed like he was on some shit. He had some spirit on him, bro. Yeah. He gave you money? Yeah. I know you gonna hustle something out of that motherfucker, though. Yo, what you got in your pocket, though? Whatever you got in your pocket.
He loved us, right?
It's empty your pockets, so hey, empty your pockets. You wanna help out, empty your pockets. I like that, bro. You wanna help out, empty your pockets.
His face turned beat red because he knew he was cut. But he had to give up the money.
He tried to pass up a dollar at first, but then he was just like, damn, I'm really be exposed. I gotta go ahead and break him up with a 20, but hey, like the scripture just said, his hands gonna seek to please the poor, but it's not gonna be enough, man. Y'all don't have enough money on the earth to pay us back, man. Like the scriptures say, you owe us your very souls, man. Your souls and your children's souls, man. scriptures say, ask me not to give thee the heathen for thy inheritance and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession, man. Isaiah 60 say our gates gonna be open continuously that they may bring the heathens and their children, man.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, if someone bring Isaiah.
I got it right here, brother.
Yeah,
Hey, Baba Shah, real quick. They say America, the amount of debt is in. If you sold everything in America, it won't even mount up to the amount of debt that they in. That's like you selling this building, that car, everything, your watch. If we was all to sell everything in America, it won't amount up to the amount of debt that America is in. You feel what I'm saying? And that's talking about the ground itself. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 60. I'm gonna read a couple different verses in here, all right? Because people think that we be just going out of our way, but this is what's actually owed to us, man. This is our heritage, man. All right? This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 4. Lift up thy eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy son shall come from afar, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. That's a lot.
Wayne got it, yeah.
Verse 5, thou shalt see and flow together, thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because of the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, and the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
Yeah, see, we're gonna get it all. We're gonna get everything. Everything's gonna be converted onto you Israelites, bro. Well, it's saying Book of Sirach chapter 10. Get Sirach 10 real quick and read 8th verse. Read the 4th verse and read the 8th verse. Read both those verses.
I got one.
And hold that. I'll do that. Yeah, man. Yahweh Shimi Ashai, he's finna give us, bro, what we about to obtain, bro. Y'all don't know, bro.
They ain't gotta know, bro.
Yeah, read the 4th verse.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
Yep.
And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
So the power is always in the hand of Yahweh Shemi Ashai. No matter how fucked up the world may seem right now, the Lord, it's in the power of the Lord. The Lord wants it. This is the Lord's story. All right, it's just everything is happening for a reason. It's leading up to something special. But it said what? In due time, he's gonna set over it one that is profitable. That's Yahweh Shai. And guess what? We're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You mad? Yeah, we're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. You mad? Read the 8th verse.
Con, verse 8.
And we just, it's Lord willing, but we're saying this with confidence because we wouldn't be up here if we didn't believe that. All right? We don't absolutely know, because the Lord could do anything. He could take the spirit off of us and put it on another man. All right? And make us bugged out. But we believe that Yahweh Shemi Ashai is going to save us out of that wrath. Watch your back, man. This dude about to do something, man. What's in your hand, man?
Cell phone.
No,
We good,
Hey,
man.
wait, how you love us and you trying to give us death, man?
Hey.
You trying to give us death and you say you love it. You're the devil that the Bible speak about.
That's against the scriptures, man.
Relax.
That's against the scriptures.
Relax. The cigar is relax. You don't breathe it in.
We'll
You
relax that way.
Yeah, they relax down across the street.
Hey, how come you can't relax and just get the hell out of here, man?
Go.
Shalom.
You could have gave me that money.
Shalom.
More flauta.
Every I try to let Yahoodis.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings,
Right, unrighteous dealings,
injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Richard got. Well, how you get that? How you afford those cigars, man? Where you get that money from, man?
Straight losers.
Yeah.
Bad to be a
Read on.
Hittite, bro.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Yeah, the kingdom's gonna be translated from you Edomites
That's right.
over to the Israelites. Right. Because you fucked up the world, so now you gotta fix it, and we're gonna give you strict, direct orders to fix it. All right, all of this gotta go. This gotta go. All right, that building, I need it down by the end of the night. And cleaned up. I need everything cleaned up. I mean, not this building, but the buildings and across the siege, because this is gonna be knocked out by nuclear fire.
That's going out in a
a nuclear blaze.
millisecond.
Yeah, you know.
That's
but,
it.
You know, let's say Australia or some, Sweden, where you may not get a missile.
That's
But
there's
they
a
got
camp
some
over there,
buildings.
brother.
I need you to take all that shit down.
That's a camp over there.
Where? Australia, they're probably out
They
there.
might get at least one missile.
Yeah, it might get one. It
On
might get
Sydney or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
Sydney,
Or
yeah.
Melbourne.
one. Yeah, that's where the populace is. And it might get one. They might have to go into the wilderness, go into the what do they call it? The desert. I don't know what they call it out there. The outback. Thank you.
They might get chips out there too.
Oh yeah.
So you know
The whole world. That temptation is gonna come from the whole world. So we know that's gonna happen. Who's reading? You was reading? Oh yeah, you finished that. Yeah, I said I saw one. Good.
Going back, this is Isaiah chapter 60, going to verse 10. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I will have mercy on thee.
Read that verse again.
Isaiah 60 and 10. And the sons of strangers.
All right, the sons of these other nations. All right, so you know the Arabs, the Ishmaelites, you know these Cushites, these Ethiopians. All right, the Edomites. All right, these so-called white people. All right, the Ammonites, the Japanese. All right, all the different nations across the earth. Those are the sons of them. All right, go ahead.
Those mentioned in Psalms 83.
Yeah, all them. Yeah, they had a problem with us.
Hey, real quick, here it is. Jake done built up every society for all these damn heathen. Right now, you got a group of Israelites that done went out and bought some land out in Georgia, and they over there building up their own land, man. This is how low level they are, man. The Lord said He about to take these heathen and have them build up our kingdom, man. We're not gonna be out there laboring to build up our shit after we done built up everybody else's stuff. No, man, these heathen finna build up our nations, man. This is why their sons and their daughters and these kings gonna be working for us, man. This is why we're gonna have them in slavery, man.
Yeah, we don't have to go nowhere get a permit. All right, make sure it gets signed off. All right, you gotta go to the city hall, make sure the shit gets signed off, make sure
Send a letter to the HOA.
gotta measure it to make sure that's 7.5 feet. It gotta be 7 feet. No, you gotta send the letters to the HOA, get the inspector to come out.
Just to let them know, hey, I want to put up a fence in my yard.
In my yard.
Yeah, it's taking 3 months just to get it approved. Like damn, I would have been done with this shit, man. Should've just did it.
Paint your own house.
Right.
Yeah, we can't do. It's a deed restricted area.
Yeah.
You know, you want to live here, no red houses.
Yeah.
You can't have a
No yellow
blue car.
doors.
Yeah.
All garage doors need to be white.
If your truck got more than 4 wheels, you got a dually. You can't park it in. You got to put it in.
Yeah.
You can't have a trailer.
That's hell, man. That's
Yeah,
oppression.
What you mean? I pay for this.
It's your house.
But then you over here in your bedroom with your window, and you can look inside your neighbor's backyard and shit.
Mhm. You
Look
see
out the
everything
window
going
and see everything they got going on
Kids
right
out there
there.
playing and they cooking chicken on a barbecue. Go ahead, read on.
This is Isaiah
Read it
60
again.
and 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls.
Yep. So they're gonna build up our walls.
That's right.
Go ahead. In other words, they're gonna be the ones building our kingdom, our
Slaves.
precious kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. We keep talking about the kingdom of heaven. We're not gonna be. We're not gonna have to lift up a damn finger, bro. They're gonna be doing it. Go ahead, read on.
Hey, and the streets paved to gold. Hey, they gonna be putting it
They
down there.
slapping, and gold is heavy as hell.
They gonna be putting it down.
Gold is heavy. Go ahead.
The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee.
Yo, gold is heavy, bro. That is a heavy a brick of gold, and we're gonna have abundant gold. They're gonna have to build with that.
With no heavy equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building,
No pollutants and things
building
like
the kingdom with no bulldozers, no heavy
Cranes.
They
equipment.
got cranes, yeah.
They just
I have
had
to do like we
hand
did.
work.
Yep. Just like we did.
Figure it out,
They
bro.
would have whip it, get whooped too while they're doing it.
Hey, fear is the best motivator.
Yeah.
We're gonna give them a lot of fear, bro. They're gonna be scared as hell to disappoint us, bro.
And
You
the
know?
dread of the
For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor will I have mercy on thee.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's comforting, bro. The Lord beat our asses, bro. Remember you got our ass beat in slavery? Remember that shit? That shit horrible, bro. That's how we're gonna be talking. But he said, and what? He's gonna.
It says, for in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor will I have mercy on thee.
Yeah, so in his favor, he's gonna have mercy on us. So ultimately, he's gonna take us back. He's like, come, my sons, don't worry about it. Look, the more, we say adoption.
Romans 9, chapter 9, the adoption.
Yeah.
Belongs to Israel.
Not to people talking all this other crazy stuff. Elder Barack, I thought you was cool, bro. Guess not. You got it wrong. Got it wrong, bro. That's strictly for the Israelites. All right? It's only Israelites. Israelites are going to be the ruling class. And even the Israelites that are not of the ruling class are still going to be way leagues and leagues above the other nations. Read on.
Isaiah 60 and 11. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, and they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
Right, because our gates are going to be open so they can continue to bring us the best of the best that they got. So they're going to give us gifts. They're gonna all day, all night, they're coming in bringing gifts. You know, after the kingdom of heaven is established, they're going to be coming in there. It's just always going to be a line going into the kingdom. If our kingdom is on a high-ass mountain, they're going to be climbing that mountain you know, with all their gifts, you know, in their cart and their donkeys, and bringing in the best. Yeah, you know, you just gotta imagine it, bro. You know, as a huge pilgrimage up to the kingdom of heaven. The gates are open.
Hey, because we gonna have technology.
Yeah, we got it.
That shit like we
Spiritual technology, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's gonna be spiritual, bro. We're gonna be able to do anything, teleport, do whatever we want to do, bro.
Move things with our mind.
Yeah.
We could have picked all that up and brought it up there.
We didn't even really need them. But what's a kingdom without servants? You know, we gotta have the servants, bro. That's the ill part about it, having people worship you and shit. Yeah, I want
that's
that.
just your house. You building everything on yourself. That's just your yard and your house.
Right.
It's a kingdom.
It's a kingdom, y'all. It's a kingdom. Yep.
That's 6 foot.
Build a shed.
Yeah, come on, bro.
That's your house.
Yeah. All gold. So we telling you in other beautiful elements, you're gonna have to go mine that shit, find it, mine it. You know, oh, I don't know where emeralds is at. We'll figure it out. Look, Google it. Oh, no more Google. Figure it out. Read on.
Hey, but going into this about the gates being continuously open, if you watch that movie Apocalypto, all right, there's I forgot what the top civilization, the ones that was over there chopping the heads off or whatever, whatnot. You notice that continuously they was always getting slaves brought into them because they was continuously sacrificing those people, man. They was continuously cutting their hearts out and everything like that. So 24 hours, they was just going, sending their people out on a hunt to go get these other nations or these other tribes and bringing them back over there, man. So if you can see that in that movie, man, this is how it's going to be in our kingdom, man. All right? But continuing on, verse 12, for the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon.
Read it again.
Isaiah 60 and 12. For the
I love that shit. I love that shit. I'll read that again.
For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish.
Oh, so you got a problem with it? Y'all got a problem with this? Read it again.
Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee will not serve thee, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Oh shit. So the Lord said, we talked about this a few weeks back, man. You know, hey, we could bring a famine in your land, a drought, no rain. Okay, you're gonna perish, bro. You got a problem with this? You got a problem with the leadership? You got a problem with the leadership? Well, guess what? You're gonna be completely wasted. Your whole village gone.
Yeah, real quick, because after Esau's long gone, all the other nations, they're gonna get put back in their land. They're gonna have their own little cities. They'll have leadership amongst them. Just like when they'll be our tributaries. They're not gonna the other nations anyway. They're not gonna be under hardcore bondage like Esau.
But they're not gonna be perfect, so they're still gonna go off. Yeah,
they're gonna have their own little cities and their own little. They're gonna get put back in their land that the Lord had gave them. But if they don't, hey, look, shit, checking the list. Wait a minute, Moab ain't show up today. Hold on. What are these motherfuckers at? So we're gonna go over there and, like the scripture just said, cut the water off.
Yeah, where's that rice? Where's that good Ammonite rice that I keep hearing about? I only got like three barrels of that. I was expecting like a whole 20. Where they at?
I only bought 3 tons today.
Yeah.
Y'all coming up short.
Yeah, hold up. Wasted. You're gonna come get you. Send an angel down there. You'll send an angel to come get you. Them angels are. Bro, y'all think little angels you have on Christmas Day, little white baby with the angels? You know what I'm talking about, the angel wings? That's not the angels of Yahweh Shemini Al Shah. That's not what they look like, bro. They look scary. They will beat your ass.
Get everybody here and fly away with you.
Oh, they will fuck you up, bro. Angel will fuck you up, bro. Alright, so that's we'll send one of them down there. You got a problem with it.
And they could just deceive you and put it in your mind where you just start fucking your own people up, man. You scared of your own people, man.
Yeah, the left-hand angels, the left-hand angels might do that.
Put all kind of tears on you.
Yeah, Satan's gonna be up there, you'll be chilling. You know?
Orders from us.
Say what?
Taking orders from us.
Yeah, you're gonna take orders from us. Satan's gonna be chilling, bro. Yeah, see, y'all got the Bible all fucked up. Y'all don't know how the Satan and all this stuff works, bro. We're telling you, bro. It ain't gonna be good for you if you play with this thing. Other nation, Israelite, whatever. Go ahead, read that one more time, that verse 12.
Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Con. They shall be utterly wasted. Read on.
I'm gonna just read it 14. It's verse 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, the box together, the beauty of the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
Yeah. The place of the Lord is all Jerusalem. It's gonna be a glorious land. All right, Israelites gonna be back. Kingdom of heaven is gonna be built by y'all. All right, and it's gonna be a beautiful place to live happily ever after. Read on.
Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of Yahweh, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, they're gonna humble themselves to the men of Israel. All right, they're gonna be completely in subjection under the Israelites.
Right.
Every nation is not gonna be no democracy, no voting. All right. Well, I think this. Let's vote again. No, none of that. What did Yahushua say? You got a problem with something, cut your head off. Roughly paraphrasing.
I did it.
1927.
Yeah, 1927. You know, you got a problem with it. You got issues with this. You don't want to fall in order. Well, guess what? Take him to the back. What did it say in training day? Take his ass to the tub. Yeah, I was talking about when
the Mexican house.
Yeah, the Mexican house. Bring his ass to the tub. Yeah. You push me on my own pad. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those, my enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Yeah, so you're going to get slain, head chopped, smooth off, if you got a problem with this. And it's cool, a lot of y'all will. Fuck you! Fuck you! All right, good. I like that shit. Say it again. You know, cut your head off,
That's
man.
a revelation.
Yeah, you got one?
No, I'm saying I'll get it for you.
Yeah, go get it. Yeah. You know, you got a problem with it, bro. Hey, man. Yeah, talk that shit because there's gonna be a lot of killing. You know, the apostles always talk about it's gonna be a lot of killing in the kingdom of heaven.
Hey, the scripture say, "Reward her double as she's done unto you, do unto her." Man, all the wicked, atrocious things they done unto us, man. Hey, this earth had the land. Well, first of all, the land gonna be cleansed from the nukes and all the bloodshed that's over there, but. Hey man, they still got to pay back for all that stuff.
A lot of blood's got to be shed.
You know?
Yeah. Pursuant to the book of Numbers. It's got to be shed in order for the cleansing to happen. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, come on.
I started 18, the point is 20. Revelation 18, it's like 9 and 18. Revelation 9 and 18. It says, now the 17th verse on up is talking about the missiles. So it's verse 18, it says, by these were the third part of men killed. The third part of men, the wicked, Esau, Edom. All right. It says, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. Talking about the missiles. Yep. It says, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier about the propulsion system. You know, the power. You know, the propulsion system. That shit is very powerful. You know. I don't know how many horsepower that shit got, but it's in the millions if not.
Sorry, I looked that up one day.
Some that can move like 16,000 miles per hour. You know what I mean?
I know the space shuttles that go in space there, they got 76,000 horsepower.
God. Okay. Yeah, that's insane, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane. Because
a nuclear missile, yeah, how many horsepower that shit got.
Yo, and that was the focus point for a amount of years because they already had the warhead, but they just didn't have the technology and the power to be able to propel it. So that
far.
Yeah, exactly, that far, kind of water. So that rocket system, that's a heavy prophecy. They got a lot of power, man, because that was the key to be able to get the missile from one continent to another. Hey, if it wasn't for that rocket system, second Edge of 16 wouldn't be possible, wouldn't be valid. Because how would we be able to
from one end of the earth to the other?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why that was such a that in itself was a part of prophecy.
That's big. That was a major part of prophecy.
You know, to be able to propel a rocket from one continent to another.
That's a major part of prophecy. Yep. Absolutely. We are.
So it says verse 20, Saki verse 19, for their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents.
Right.
And had heads, and with them they do hurt.
Right, and we just looked at the picture, and you can see the tails. You know, the fire. All right, that's the tail, and the head, where the mouth is, where the pain is. Bring the pain. All right, that's the nuclear warheads, and it says it's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna hurt. So it ain't gonna be a quick death. You're just gonna get vaporized, and you're gonna be in the spirit world. Oh, that was easy. No, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to feel that shit, bro. It's gonna hurt. The scripture says it's gonna hurt. The Lord made a point to put that last line in there. He didn't have to put that in there. Oh, it's gonna hurt. By the way, it's gonna hurt. He could have left that part out and be like, oh, everybody's just gonna die and get vaporized. No, he made a point to say it's gonna hurt.
He could pull a Thanos and just snap his fingers and you just all disappear. But hey, he gonna do the same thing but with slow motion with the missiles, man.
Saints I know about death by pain.
Yeah, there's another scripture. It's in there. It's telling you it's gonna be painful. It's not gonna be a quick, easy. You're just gonna go out and you sleep. No, bro, you're gonna be tormented, as scripture said. We read it earlier, tormented. You're gonna be tormented in front of the angels. You're gonna be tormented in front of when you call Jesus. You're gonna be sitting there watching you get tormented.
The last
oh,
verse,
you read. Oh, yes, go ahead. Oh, yeah, the point. Go ahead.
Yeah. Verse 20, it says, because the brother made a point saying that it's gonna be something that's gonna be F you, you know, we ain't gonna.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're gonna be talking shit, man.
Point,
You know, verse 20 it says, and to the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, so the men that didn't get hit by the missiles,
Yep.
the elites, you know, it says, yet repented not of the works of their hands. You know that ain't talking about Jake, man.
Nope.
You know, because Jake gonna get their ass burnt up. They don't got, you know, no bunkers, and you know they ain't on that level.
Nah.
You know, it says, they that should not worship the devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. So as you can see, the point was they repented not, man. So you're gonna have some Edomite elite devils, all right, talking shit. You know, we ain't gonna serve you, F you, still calling us niggas and stuff or whatever, you know, talking all kind of shit. And we gonna be able to get rough with their ass and jack them up and, you know, put chains on them, man. You know, they gonna be talking shit, and that's what's gonna make it fun. Like the elder go into, like, you know, every slave that you be like, all right, cool. You gonna want something that's gonna be resistance. You know what I mean? It's gonna make it more funner, because then you get to break them. Like they used to do Jake. They break the slaves. You know, your name is Toby. My name is Gunther. You know, you know, that's the part gonna be the fun. Your name is Adawam.
Yeah,
you know?
Adawam.
You know,
yeah,
that type of stuff.
And you know, Esau, they're pretty much they don't know how to deal with affliction and all this stuff like Jake does. So they're gonna be, you know, for the most part, just being with it. You know, just curl up to a fetal position and say fuck it. But there's gonna be some of them Edomites that are gonna give you that. They're gonna be proud. And those are the ones that's gonna make it fun.
Hey, well, the Spirit of the Lord gonna have to keep the Spirit on them to bring back their nation, man. So, hey, because we gonna have to have the Edomites back in captivity, where a lot of them about to start dying off, man. All right, so hey, the first fruits, man, we gonna work their ass, man, and we gonna bring their ass back, man, and then work the rest of their children, man.
Yo, that's the plan. It's gotta be. We're talking about 1,000 years. You know. Go ahead.
Yeah, This is
What's the beauty about it, my man?
Go ahead, keep
This
going.
is Amos chapter 9 and verse 2, and the point is verse 3. Amos chapter 9 verse 2. Though they dig into hell,
Ephesians 6:12 says,
hence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up into heaven,
of darkness.
hence will I bring them down.
That's right. That's talking about the pride of the so-called white man. All right, the so-called white man, he's all the way up into this outer space. But what did the Lord say? The Lord said He's going to bring him down. The Lord's going to grab him down. It's like Jacob was holding on to Esau's heel. The Lord's going to make get down from there, man. You in the mirror. You in the mirror. You're going to take the mirror. You're going to bring it down, bro.
Your effeminate shall enter.
Effeminate ass, man. Yo, was you mad? You felt like you did something. You walk in. Yeah, I told those motherfuckers off. They ain't say shit to me. They ain't even say shit. He feels bad because we ain't say nothing.
You don't even understand that precept. You don't even understand that
You just
precept.
going in Ephesians 6 and 10? What that have to do with anything? That's not done too. That was an Israelite, I think.
Yeah, that was. If he wasn't a tear.
Yeah, that was some kind of Israelite.
Hey, real quick, because he was talking about the sign, though. What about the sign on his shirt? His shirt said, strike first, no mercy, so on and so forth, right? So he's talking about the sign, and with no understanding, he don't understand the sign that was on his shirt. This is James 2 and 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoices against judgment. So basically, if he could offended by the sign, look at the signs that he's showing with his own shirt, talking some strike first, no mercy, or whatever, whatnot.
Wow.
That's how the most often judges ass, man. Because not only did he walk up to the prophets he didn't keep his foot. He decided to speak first about certain things he didn't speak about, but really we was up here for his salvation. But it's clearly that he just marked himself permissible, man.
Hey, but he wasn't wrong. He said we fools. This is foolish. We make ourselves fools. For Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Sorry, that nigga gonna
Let him say that
shit.
The scriptures say they would call us that. The Lord said that this is foolishness in the eyes.
We foolish for preaching, you know. He gonna die of syphilis tonight or something. Syphilis infection.
He gonna die for shit. He gonna get judged talking shit to the prophets. But he wasn't wrong what he was saying, though.
You gonna die HIV.
We look fools to these people, man.
Nasty ass.
I got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
The brother spoke on it. 1 Corinthians 4, in verse 10. We are fools for Mashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Christ. We are weak, but ye are strong.
That's right. I'll read it one more time. We'll break it down.
Con, we are fools for Mashiach's sake, but ye are wise.
That's right. We truly are wise. But to the eyes of the people, these average ass people that walk around here, this is what the hell are y'all doing? Y'all been doing this shit for years, bro. That shit ain't changing nothing, bro. Standing out there like that, bro. Y'all ain't changing shit, bro. Y'all just wasting your Saturday. This shit is foolish to the eyes of an average person, bro, and I get it. Nobody's even watching y'all. What are you doing? How many people are watching? 6? That ain't shit. This is foolishness to the world. What we're doing is foolishness. But the truth is wisdom.
Yeah.
You know?
Con, it says we are weak, but ye are strong.
Hey man, truth is we're actually strong. It talks about us being in poverty, but really we are rich. All right, we're rich with knowledge and understanding. Our strength is is the Lord. Our strength is our Father. Our power, okay? Our power is what the world calls God, but its true name is Yahweh. Through the name of Yahweh Shai.
Con, ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Yeah, the world hates us, man. Despised. We out here, when we out here in our element doing this thing, you get assholes like that walk up, and of course they're gonna disagree. Why are you gonna disagree with the truth, bro? What's wrong with that? I don't understand. What's the problem with this?
There's like 7 precepts on the board to show you where this is coming from.
I'm just being real. Like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like out there, but read it. What's wrong with this? It's fair. And we have more precepts. We've been bringing them out all day ever since the first cracker walked up.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong. It makes sense. It's fair. Okay, you did that shit. This shit happened to y'all. I find out y'all say y'all swear you believe in the Bible, but when we bring up the scriptures, there's more problems. Truth be told, you don't believe in God. You don't really believe in God. You believe in yourself. You believe in happiness, and all that shit isn't in the Bible, bro.
I got one real quick to answer your question. You said, what's wrong with what we're saying, right? Well, in their mind, this is what's wrong with what we're saying. This is John 3:19 and 20. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. And that was a prime example of a sodomite spirit coming up. All right, not even really hearing what we're talking about or whatever, whatnot, but the so-called white men allow him to be a sodomite, man. Yeah. And we can't say anything about those types of things or whatever, whatnot. So what? He don't want to come to the light, at least his deeds would be reproved. Let me keep reading.
Yeah, he want to bring out precepts, right? He want to bring out the abusers of mankind, abusers of themselves.
Oh, you want to quote scriptures, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I like quoting scriptures. I got a couple for you right now. Yeah, and it all ends bad for you.
Yeah.
But when it defends the so-called white man, they'll try to bring out precepts to defend him. But when it comes to anything else, they don't know nothing else. Just only Edomite defending scriptures.
Just go straight to John 3:16 and walk off.
Yep.
Drop the mic.
Yep. This is John 3:20. For everyone that doth evil hated the light, neither cometh to the light, lest their deeds should be reproved.
You see that? You know, so
that's what's wrong with it.
Yeah, that's the problem. Really comes down to it. They don't want to be reproved. You know, when the reproof comes, that's, you know, I can think of I'm thinking of someone right now in the world right now. He knows what I'm about, but he avoiding me because he knows that the truth is going to come out. He's going to be reproved. And he's going to have to change his ways. Hey, man, you know, sorry about your luck, but this is what it is, bro. And the Lord is, you know, you go in the book of 2 Ezra 15. It talks about he's not going to hold his tongue no more. It's touching your wickedness. Some stuff is going to start happening. And it's nothing I'm going to be able to do to stop it. Nothing your mom's going to be able to do to stop it. It's just going to happen. And you're going to wish that you were a part of this. You're going to wish you had the covering of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You're going to try to remember the name. You're going to forget it. You're gonna try to get a hold of the brothers. You might have a number of a brother, your phone. You're gonna call him. He might answer, but he might not even tell you. He might be like, you know what? Fuck you, man. Fuck you, dog. Because I've been trying to tell you this for years. Now you trying to pray into my God? Nah, fuck you, man. And hang up on you, bro. That's why it happened. He might have mercy on you.
Be like the wise virgins. Go to them that sell and buy.
Yeah. Go to them that sell and buy. You know, because we was giving it free. We was giving it free, and you tipped the table over, bro. You slapped that out of my hand. That's rude. So with that, you know, you had something you want to?
Yeah, real quick. Luke chapter 10 and verse 16. He that heareth you, heareth me, and he that despiseth you, despiseth me.
So if you you brothers out there that are listening and you writing scriptures down and you tuning in and being edified, the Lord hears you, bro. The Lord's with you too. And those that read it again, the whole thing.
God, St. Luke chapter 10 verse 16, and he that heareth you, heareth me, and he that despiseth you, despiseth me.
Two people that walked up earlier despised, actually a whole group of those nigga bitches that walked up, they despised us too. You know? Yeah. If they had respect for the prophets, they would have took all that talking and cackling up the block so it wouldn't affect the camera and confuse people, because now we got to talk over you. You despised us. Yeah. So that means you despise God, bro. The one you call God. Only God can trust me. I'm highly blessed and favored. What the fuck you dumb bitches be saving? Right? Nah, bro. You despise and the Lord hates you, bro. The Lord hates it. All you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans that walk by the prophets and disrespect the prophecy. Lord, God hates you, bro. That's a hard thing to say. You tell someone God hates them, bro. They're gonna want to fight you. Well, you might make someone cry if you tell someone God hates them. You tell them, like, you know what, God hates you. God wants you to die. It might make someone cry.
They say God don't hate you.
Yeah, I'll bring a scripture real quick. Show him he does hate you. Then walk away. Yeah, God hates you because of what you did. You shouldn't be gay. Shouldn't be gay. See, told you here, you be gay, you have to die. You're being gay. So God hates you. Read them.
God, and he that despiseth me, despises him that sent me.
So if you despise the Lord, or you despise the Lord Yahweh Shai, then that means you have a problem with the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
You have a problem with the prophets, that means you have a problem with Yahweh Shai. You have a problem with Yahweh Shai, that means you have a problem with God, which is the God of the universe, God of all existence. You don't want that beef, bro. So we're telling you, bro, you can actually be on the right side of the Lord by coming into this and understand, humbling yourself. You know, I had it wrong all my life. Looks like this means something. There's something to what these men are saying. If you just listen for a moment, just get out of your feelings, get out of that pride, you might learn something. You might be saved. The doors of repentance are still cracked open. It's only going to be you don't want to play. Get one last scripture, Sirach 5 and 7. We'll end with that. And then, because really, the doors are still open. The Lord is so merciful. And you're going to be able to get this mercy and revel in this mercy. But you got to put some work in now. And the Lord's going to have mercy on you because you're going to see that, my son, you believe. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
No need to break that down. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Give double honors to our elders and apostles of GMS, Great Millstones. Salutations to Kal Akim on the four corners of the globe, pushing his word of truth and sincerity. Shalom to you brothers and your sisters listening and learning. Shalom, peace. Shalom.